Hello, 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 hello. Right, okay. I realized literally just before starting stream that I had not downloaded this game. You're muted. Fuck off, John. I know you're lying. I know you're lying. You're lying to me. He's lying. He lies. But hello, Cheese. Hello, John. Good to see you both. Yeah, I realized that I hadn't downloaded this game. So, I've literally re-downloaded this game. So I literally just there. So all of my settings have reset because it was one of the ones that I forgot to re-download after fucking doing my reinstall. So we might have to do some tinkering and tweaking with the sound levels. So as always, let me know if the sound is shitted. Okay. Never thought I'd see John threat someone with a dick. Oh wait, now hurry up and start dadding before I make your model have a penis. John says that like he's not already gonna add it. Or like he's not already in the process of adding it. Well, how have you been? Oh, jeez. I don't know if you heard, but
Sound is okay.
thank you, Lucifer. Thank you. I've been very sick for the last week. I have not been doing well. I have been very ill. Having fevers and shaking and a fucking ludicrously bad sore throat, so I haven't been streaming whatsoever this last week. I had one stream, my like comeback stream yesterday for Adam's birthday. So we played some Grey Zone Warfare, but I think both myself and Cookie and Adam, to be honest, because I know he just got off work, we're all very tired. So we went and we played, but it was a little bit lower energy than normal. It was still fun. It was still fun. I've seen Dick Dildo threads too many times. It's just become par for the course, really. Oh, you're next. You're gonna give Elusive. You're gonna do him a model and give him a penis. I'm sure Elusive wouldn't mind. This model is with clothes, unfortunately. Notice the use of the word unfortunately there. Oh, but yes. We're back in that audio level seems okay for now. We're back in Death Stranding. I had wanted to play Pragmata, but I'm a very firm believer of don't start something until you've finished what you've done before already. So I think I'm going to finish Death Stranding. I'm going to miss the fucking wave of Pragmata of everyone losing their minds about it. I'm not going to be on, you know, the fucking cutting edge, but I don't want to go and fucking buy a fresh game for stream and
I've
then
seen what John is
not
doing.
finish the stuff.
My hair is driving him insane.
My hair driving him insane. Oh, so he's already in the process? Already attempted making a bus of Elusive to work on hair? My god. I don't get hair either. I don't get hair. I fucking really struggle on it. Whenever I draw, I'll my like artistic process, if you want to call it that, is I'll be like scrolling through Twitter and I'll see somebody post art and I'll be like, that's an interesting pose. That looks like it would be difficult to draw. I'm gonna save that, and I'll save it and I'll put it in a little folder with like reference materials, and it'll just sit there, and then I'll come back to it whenever I want to draw and be like, I want to draw this pose, and I'll draw that pose. And I'll draw the pose and I'll spend an awful lot of time trying to get like the proportions and shit correct. And then I'll get to the face and be like, fuck it. I need to stop doing that. I need to actually fucking draw faces. I need to practice faces. I need to just focus on drawing head and face. And hair is one of the big ones, which is why I always end up drawing like a fucking bob cut or something, because it's fucking really easy to draw. But I need to actually make the effort to focus on drawing. Oh. When I still went to school, someone called Ben threatened to send a rainbow sparkly dildo to the gay kid Nathan's house. It was an interesting conversation on the bus. I don't know if he ever did it, but he did hide a pink one under our teacher's desk and almost get them kicked out. Oh, the fucking stories that I could tell fucking growing up in Glasgow. I remember once, there was just one kid that was just a bit of a big-headed dick. he was like a popular guy, but everybody kind of agreed that he was a bit of a fucking egoist. He's a bit of a fucking, just a big-headed bastard. So one day we were sitting in RE, which is like religious education. It's where they teach you about the different religions. Islam, Catholicism, Protestantism, Hinduism, you know, the usual shit. And
A new visitor. Do enjoy
thank you for
your stay.
following. Who do I even say that? I'm gonna call you Buck67. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, it's probably, yeah, you know what? That's fair. Probably is a fucking bot. Because I'm fucking reading that and I'm like, I don't even know how to say that. But yeah, so one day the guy went to the bathroom and somebody sitting beside him at the same table in RE was like, what if we just fill this guy's fucking bag with Bibles and don't tell him? So I was like, yeah, it's a fucking really good idea. So he filled this poor guy's fucking school bag with Bibles, zipped it up shut and put it under his desk, and nobody told him. Went through the entire lesson, nobody breathed a fucking word of it. Class finished, everybody got up to leave. The guy went to fucking lift his bag from the floor, but because it was literally full to the brim with Bibles, he just about fucking fell over because he wasn't expecting the weight. The teacher saw him struggling with it. I said, what's wrong? I was like, oh, my bag's just very heavy. Lifted it on, opened it up, it was full of Bibles. The guy got suspended for trying to steal Bibles. So I didn't fucking do it. I said, why is your bag full of Bibles? No, somebody put it there like, oh, don't be so stupid. Why would they fill your bag with Bibles? That's nonsense. You're clearly trying to steal them. Oh my god. Poor fucking guy. If that account joins Whack Hello, yeah. If it fucking joins the Discord, 100% whack it. But yeah, so we had fucking a lot of fucking... We had an awful lot of stories like that. But yeah, probably Jamaican or just a bot. But hello, Adam. Hello. How are you feeling? Death standing on the bench. Right. I don't at all remember what I was doing. So I'm just gonna fucking have my Chiral Twee. I'm gonna crack open a cold one with my fucking dead baby. Oh, but yeah. I think I'm probably gonna finish this and then I'm gonna save Pragmata. I'm not gonna watch any streams. I'm not gonna watch any videos about it. I'm gonna go in fucking completely fresh. And I'm probably gonna play Pragmata depending on how long this goes and how successful it is. Because if I remember correctly, I think the original Death Stranding was a fairly long game. But we'll see how long this one goes. I do need to fucking put more time aside for like streams and shit, where I just play streams by myself. Do some solo streaming. But like I say, like fucking 99% of the reason I got into streaming was to just shoot the shit with friends. So just for fun. The time the dildo was under the teacher's desk, kids were allowed to go around the class and like gather information from the sheets because it was a science lesson. And the teacher was trying to be interesting. Some kid went behind the teacher, grabbed a hold of it and said, the teacher has a dildo, and threw it across the classroom. And the suction got stuck on one of the tall side chairs and it fell over and hit again. I know that that's real. I know for a fact that that's real. That's some shit that would have happened at my fucking school. Oh, it's fucking insane. Oh, good God. Okay. I've got a horrible feeling that the sound is too loud, but we'll see. We'll talk to Doll Man.
You know, I've been thinking about what happened to Lou. Fragile holds herself personally responsible for those tragic events. If Higgs was indeed behind the attack, then I can understand why she feels that way. Why she blames herself for setting everything in motion. But she's resolved not to let any of it show. To bottle it up and put on a brave face. She didn't used to smoke before, did she? I suspect it's a form of self-punishment she's adopted. vengeance gives rise to a cycle of violence, and Higgs wouldn't have it any other way. But she's committed to helping you complete this journey, together with Lou, to get you back on your feet. And if she believes she has to bury her emotions and play the part of a hard-nosed commander to do that, she will. That's what I think, anyway. I'm sure you can understand her position.
Are you telling me that she's punished Fragile? Is that what you're saying? The same Ben had another one when we had like a glass in the balcony, and he threw it from the bottom floor all the way up to the third floor, and it stuck to the glass and no one could reach it. That was the reason the school was slightly fun. He was 100% the teacher's least favorite, but he was in the top set, so they couldn't do anything about it. I mean, if you're fucking getting the grades that you need to, if you're like getting the good marks, then fucking have some fun with it. Why not?
That masked man, that was Higgs, wasn't it? I had no idea he commanded such terrible powers. To summon a giant mech single-handedly. I expect he's behind recent disruptions to the tar currents too. Well, you don't have to face
Thank
him
you,
alone,
Dome.
Sam. You have me for backup.
Kojima calling everything like Tar Man, Doll Man, Die Hard Man, Dead Man, like is it because it sounds better in Japanese? You know what I mean? Like, it sounds kind of like, really? The guy's a doll and you're gonna call him Doll Man? Like, that seems kind of like a bit gauche and a bit on the nose for us, but is that like fucking high class wordplay? Like, it's very subtle in Japanese? Or am I giving him too much? Fucking... I always harp on him, and he makes interesting stories, but there's just some parts of it that are like, why did you do that?
Sam, is that Horizon Dreamer I spy in your music collection? That's one of Daiichi Miura's best songs. I'd love to hear it again, to listen and remember my family. Ah, yes. The brigands object to virtually all forms of change, which begs the question of how they managed to get their hands on that disruptor device, or chiral jammer, doesn't it?
Are the brigands anarcho-primitivists? Adam, are they your people?
Come to think of it, apparently you can create your own custom playlist for the music player.
Just like in the
Have any
Phantom Pain.
recommendations? I'm all ears, Sam.
That was one of the things I fucking really liked about the Phantom Pain, is that you could... You're like Chopper had a music player on it, so as you were moving in on site...
No, it's legitimately Dollman in Japanese as well.
Fantastic. I'm trying to give the guy the benefit of the doubt. But in the Phantom Pain, you could like fucking come in on your Chopper and play music over the speakers as you came in. So 9 times out of 10, it was just like the songs that Kojima liked by the artists that he liked. So it was an awful lot of like pop songs of the era, kind of like 90s, 80s, 90s. But you could put your own music in the game if you wanted to. So there's an awful lot of clips out there that are like guys like touching down with from like a fucking Apache helicopter with like a guy in the fucking door gunner while they're playing Caramel Dancing over the fucking speakers. So I really like that. I thought that was clever. That was a good bit of game design. You could fucking mod in your own shit. And I'm pretty sure as well you could like you know what, I'm gonna fucking have a shit in the shape. But you could like mod in like your own pictures and shit onto cardboard boxes. Oh wait, what? Or spook him. Who fucking shit in the middle of the fucking shower room? Fucking damn it. Sprung him. What the fuck was that? That was some mortuary assistant type shit. Fuck you been up. He doesn't know. Can I have a shit in the shower now? Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, man. How many raccoons do you think they can fit in its ass? I was right. While I was doing that like fucking shitpost meme, I was fucking rewatching an awful lot of that fucking VOD. That fucking Ready or Not VOD. The last one that I did before I got fucking sick. I was fucking absolutely wasted towards the end of that. Because I don't remember half the shit I said at the end of that. So I spent like an awful lot of that just listening to that going on in the background and then clipping shit. So I fucking posted like 2 or 3, but I think, hold on, I think I took like fucking 12 clips of that. I fucking put it on. I think I put all of them on YouTube, but they should be on fucking Twitch as well. The one with the fucking Cantonese, I fucking lost it. Oh my god. I fucking posted that on X and I think fucking a couple of people liked it already. I don't fucking remember. I don't remember saying that with the Cantonese and with the fucking the eels that fucking ate the woman out from the inside and killed her. Oh, I think fucking Crucible commented on it. Oh my god. I need to do that more often. Go back and fucking watch the drunk VODs, just see what I actually fucking said. How's it going, Lots?
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions. But what makes you think you have a choice?
What did you put? Human anus can stretch up to 7 inches before taking damage. A raccoon can squeeze into hold as much as 4 inches, meaning that you can take almost 2 full raccoons in your ass. Thank you, Adam. Thank you.
Sam, it's Charlie. Another request is ready for you. You'll find it listed as a main order on the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal.
Oh, thank you.
So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier.
Been looking into Lou.
For now,
Oh, into his
we'd like you to
background.
focus on extending the network. That is a task only you
It's been a
can
minute since I
handle.
played
As
this
the
game.
network grows in size, we will have much more information at our disposal to further our efforts. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at Westport.
It was one of the things that I didn't
It
understand.
appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies.
He says that,
To the point
because they said
they
this in the
don't
first
have
game,
enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This
that
next
as the
order
chiral
is
network
a
expands, we'll have more
situation.
information. Is that because we're tapping into databases that weren't connected to the system before, or because we're tapping into more processing power?
After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail.
I'm building
This
trains?
is a somewhat complicated order. I'll brief you on the details as you review the map.
Thank you.
Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority.
Why do they have to make this fucker bald? Don't give him some hair. Restore the monorail. And deliver the special alloys.
All right, Sam. You'll need to work through several steps to complete
Yes.
this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials
John,
waiting
don't.
for you on the DHV Magellan. Take these to the mine north.
If the big reveal at the end, he just fucking comes out, I am bald, man. I'm fucking uninstalling.
Materials using
That's the last
terminal
straw.
site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knot. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
Right, hold on. Let me fucking reread this. So I need to take special alloys and resins to the terminal at the mine north of F1 to restore. I'm going to restore the monorail first. And once I've restored the monorail, I bring the materials that have been mined here back. Okay. What the fuck is this? Point of interest. Chiral soil. Okay. Art. Right. So this is clearly tar, right? Warning. Causeway K. Shallow beach where scattered tar bars or scattered sandbars form a path. Boards have reported being attacked by groups of chiral creatures in this area. Right. So effectively, I have kind of like two options. I can like try and like hop, skip, and jump between these little sandbars in order to get there, which would be faster. Or I can do what I would normally do and just fucking go around. It'll be easier. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going round. So why do I need a fucking train? This is a hop, skip, and a jump. You know what? I'm not gonna fucking question. So I'm gonna come out here. Wait, no. No.
On this occasion,
Fuck.
you'll be delivering some heavy materials. You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated.
Oh, fantastic.
These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain ill-suited to vehicles.
I remember that the fucking floating carriers were busted.
Fabricating one and loading the materials onto it. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop aboard and kick the ground and use it as a makeshift
Turn your brain man off it, but just enjoy the game. That's why I want to plot just like an easy route where I'm not having to fucking path fight. You know what I mean? Like if I fucking do this shit right, I can plot the route now, turn my brain off for the next fucking 10, 20 minutes or however long it takes for me to get there. Let me return to the order list. Right. Let me fucking plot. I need to plot. How do I plot? Draw route. So I need to hold. Right. So I'm gonna come along here. I could just fucking beeline. Hold on. Yeah. Is there like a nice ford? Anywhere? See, if this fucking big red wall wasn't here, I could see better. It seems fairly shallow along here, so maybe I just fucking... You know what? Beeline it. There. There. I'm going to take this route. It's going to be a little bit, like, longer, but it's going to be easier. Oh. We're in the golden age of dad-based gaming. It's so fucking real, Monk. How's it going, lad? Hell yeah, brain off, man. Nice try, though, Japan. I still don't want crotch goblins. Give it time. I'm gonna say to you that I say what I say to all fucking people that say that they don't want kids. Give it a minute. You might change your mind. I'm gonna place in backpack for now, but I'm gonna fabricate equipment. I actually got an awful lot of people very upset saying that. Some of you might remember it. Most of you probably won't because you're not fucking on Twitter anywhere near as often as I am. I'm going to be honest, I use Twitter an awful lot for like...
I used to say I never wanted kids. I was wrong, so very wrong.
I used to say I never wanted kids, I was wrong, so very... I feel like it's even more strong with women cheese. That's just what I feel like to me. I feel like they're definitely, at least in my mind, based on the people that I have interacted with, either like in my life or like in passing, cargo management. Women will definitely reach an age where just the idea of having kids is just the fucking best thing in the world. And they'll just reach that age. They won't even necessarily know when that age is, because it's different for everybody. But the time will come when they'll just reach that age, like, I just want to have fucking kids now. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm not treating this like, haha, you want to have kids. It's like, no, it's a good thing. It's nice. It's beautiful. But I think for most people, it will come. Got rifle, grenade, my boots, spares. These, they're slightly shitted. I'm gonna attach it to the backpack. Hold on. The internal wiring is built different. Again, I'm not saying that you fucking have to. I'm just saying give it time. Because an awful lot of people, they'll get up into their fucking mid to late 30s and their wiring changes. The chemistry in their brain changes. Only children I want to work in is sweatshops. The Gold Side Monk marriage isn't going to make itself. That's fair enough. It's not because we logically want to either. I know having a kid right now would be a terrible idea for my life. I still want one though. Cheese. We have gone through 2 world wars, various plagues. We went through a Cold War, which at times we were literally on the cusp of wiping ourselves out in a nuclear holocaust. People were still fucking and having kids. You know? We went through periods in our history where there was a non-zero chance when you left your house in the morning, a fucking bear would eat you. You know? Like, we've gone through some pretty fucking hard times. We were still having kids. As bad as things are now, and don't get me wrong, they're fucking bad, people are still gonna have kids. Saying, oh, well, times are bad now. Times are always gonna be bad. There's always gonna be a reason for people not to have kids. Don't use that as an excuse not to have kids. I don't want to be that guy. It's like, oh, it's your duty to have kids. I'm not gonna, like, fucking, like, try and force people to have kids if they don't want to have kids. It's fucking your life, right? But as a human being, having kids is great. It's good. It's good for the human species to have kids. So do have kids. Put that on. And then recycle and store. Where's the fucking old boots? There we go. I'm gonna recycle those. Hello, Mitsu. How's it going? Eventually, I'm gonna, but right now, for my life, kids isn't not the thing I need. I don't have my shit together enough. It's fair enough. That's fair enough. And again, probably very sensible and very mature for you to be able to just, like, step forward and say, I want kids, but not right this second. It's not appropriate. So I can respect you for that, but an awful lot of people use excuses like that as an excuse just to never have kids. No comment. That's fair enough, John. In my opinion, playing
Temu Pragmata.
Discount Pragmata, Temu Pragmata. I want to play Pragmata, I really fucking do, but I'm also slightly autistic and I want to finish this fucking game before I move on to a new one. So I'm going to finish this and then going to move on. I think Meets' opinion on having kids is probably quite straightforward.
Since you brought this site onto the chiral network, perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data.
You alright, lads?
To go and say hello?
You alright, lads? Oh shit! You cunts are alright. You know what? See you later, lad. Fucking nice lads. Fuck. I would love to wait for a time when there's absolutely perfect, but it isn't gonna happen though. The world is too shitty to feel like it's 100% time. The world has always been shitty. It's just been, we've been just going through different types of shit. If you wait for the perfect time, you'll never have kids. Well, I mean, not like I don't have a 14-year-old. That's my point. So realistically, if I had the choice, I would have waited to have one when I was more put together. Would it have been better? Yes. But fucking life happens. Life happens. You just gotta roll with the punches. Make the fucking best of it. If you spend all your life waiting for ideal conditions, 9 times out of 10 they'll never happen. Perfect isn't... It doesn't exist. It's not a thing. It's something that we hope for, but never quite occurs. So don't feel bad. Don't wait for it. You have to think I was 16. Yeah. And again, it probably would have been fucking better if you did wait a few years. But it didn't happen. My mum was like 16 when she had me too. Yeah, but then... You look at it at the other extreme and people are like having fucking kids in their like fucking mid to late 30s, early 40s. And then you've just got like, oh, well, they're going to be more mature, more put together. They're going to have like some money. They're going to have like a stable setting to base it off of. And then you get all the science coming in and be like, nah, that's too late. You start having issues with sperm and egg production, increased chance of fucking developmental and genetic issues and shit, you know? So, no matter how you look at it, no matter how you slice it, there's going to be reasons why X, Y, and Z is bad. Make your choice, try to be happy, try to do the right thing, and just fucking roll with the punches. You'll fucking get through it. It'll be tough, but life's always fucking tough. And you'll be better for it coming out the other side. I want a little Adam. You know what? Respect. Respect. I want a little imp at some point, but we'll see. We'll see when and if that happens. Just because I want it doesn't mean it's going to happen. But maybe it will. Who knows? I wouldn't change having her for the world. We have a close relationship and I love kids and I love being a mum. Honestly, being a parent, if you treat it right, is one of the most fucking rewarding things in the world. It really is. I have family members that have worked in I don't even know what you would call it, like midwifery and gynecology. So I've been around an awful lot of fucking new parents, and something fucking happens. Not only to like the brains of women, but the brains of men too. It fucking changes. Like having a kid changes your whole perspective. It really does. I mean, just knocks the prostitute and pay the child support at this point. Adam, have you been playing Pragmata? Adam's having the fucking woman response. You can always fucking adopt, Adam. You're that fucking desperate. And that, like, I know it's not ideal because it's not technically yours, but like, you're doing double duty there because it's like you're also helping like a fucking kid. You're like helping out somebody that needs help, as well as like having a kid. You know, you said a while ago that the majority of women just added a certain age feel that they want kids. Unfortunately for me, I was very young and it started at 15. I said no, never gonna have kids, and then at 15 the switch just flipped and I was like, I need a kid right now. I'm glad I didn't, but it still made my life hell ever since. It happens. It's biological. It's biological, and it'll hit everybody at different times. But don't close the door on having a kid. It will change your perspective. Having a kid can make you a better person. And I don't mean to say like people that don't have kids are bad people, because they're fucking not, obviously. But for an awful lot of people, and I firmly believe this, men especially. Do I have another Ford? I do. That's right. I'll just try and walk across this then. Men especially. An awful lot of men need a call to action. A call to, like, I want to say grow up, but like grow up and get your shit in order. Start thinking about shit that's more than yourself, you know? And having a kid can fucking scare people straight. can scare people, and like that's the call to action that they need in order to get their shit together. And it can be fucking absolutely fantastic for them. It can turn a waster into an upstanding citizen having a kid. And that's not an excuse just to have a kid, but it's like a side effect of it. Schizo genes must go on him. Honestly, yeah. You have a fucking lot to offer, Adam. You really do. Not just genetically, but like as a person. There's an awful lot of value to you, and you have an awful lot to pass on. You have an awful lot of good that you can teach that kid. Hey, check pics in Discord. Hold on a minute then. Hold on. Let me have a look. Divorce the dad rock. That's what I was listening to before stream. John wants to be a divorced dad so badly. John, have you ever played Max Payne? I feel like that's the kind of game that you would play that and you'd be like, he's literally me for real, for real. Just a fucking sad middle-aged man going around solving crimes. Literally just had this convo with somebody about having another child, because I mean at some point maybe I would like another one if I find the right person, but at the minute it ain't happening. Just fair. Again, it is literally like having a child is one of the most rewarding things that you can ever do, because it's not just about you're having a kid. It's you're like raising the future of the civilization that you live in. It's like another fully fledged human being that you're bringing into the world. It's a big fucking deal. And seeing that like grow up and become a human being, like a functioning member of society, I can't imagine how rewarding that must be. I pretty much raised my niece because her father wasn't around, and that kid is about to graduate with honors. I'm so proud of her. But that's why I'm saying it's rewarding. It feels good. Being able to fucking look at a human being and see them grow and become like a fucking functioning member of society. It's like you've done your duty, not just to that kid, but to like the fucking human race as like a whole. You've done your part. I only just realized that, what was the album cover? I have played Max Payne, it's awesome. Every time I think about Max Payne, I think about the absolute Kino that was the first two, and then how fucking mid the third one was. Gameplay wise, it was very competent and it was fun, but how did they fucking move him to Brazil? Everything's fucking bright colors and shit. You need the gold crystals. Yeah. Been fucking standing in front of it for the last 5 minutes, mate. Why did you zoom out? What am I looking at? Oh, damn it, Kojimbo, let me play the fucking game. Also, me wanting your kid got 1,000 times worse when I got my big bakery boyfriend. It's awful. I want to make a giant army of mini hymns. It would be great. That's the Catholic coming through. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to make the joke. I'm sorry. I listened to Max Payne 3 soundtrack all the time. Most of it was done by the band Health. Yeah. It's, again, I'm not saying it was a bad game. I'm just saying I didn't like the setting of it. I feel like they should have kept it dingy and grim and dark and gloomy, because that was kind of the aesthetic of it. I feel like moving it out of like that kind of like inner city New York, Chicago fucking setting and moving it away from the noir-esque setting that they have, I think was a big mistake. I don't think it's a bad game. I just think it's a little bit disappointing that they moved away from that. Kids are rewarding. Watch them grow into their own person and watching their accomplishments. It's an amazing feeling. I can't imagine how good it must be. Like going through all of the shit that you need to go through in order to fucking raise a kid, and then being able to fucking look back and see everything that you've done and see what they've grown into. It must be so rewarding. I'm just saying I like the soundtrack. It's fair. How fucking committed am I to getting all of these little golden hands? Because there seems to be a lot. Just looking at the kid like, yeah, I made that fucking too right. Obviously just a shame that the kid's own father couldn't be around, but lucky they had you around, Adam, though. As a whole, being a parent is great as long as you're a decent person, you're yourself, but it's one of the hardest things in the moment. It is very hard. But again, I feel like the vast majority of people, as long as they're not like, and again, I don't want to sound like insulting, as long as they're not like fucking damaged people to begin with, like bad people, the vast majority of people, you'll fucking see that little baby look up at you and realize, I've got to get my fucking shit together. Like a switch will change in your head to be like, this is a fucking human being and I need to get my shit together. Not for my sake, but for this kid's sake. So that's just why I'm saying, like, it can make people good people. Just having that call to action. Like that reason to fucking be a better person. Oh, this sappy talk's gonna make me puke. It's not even purely just about being like fucking like lovey-dovey or sappy or nothing like that. It's duty. An awful lot of it is duty. Because doing it is not just for the sake of being like a good person or building a family or whatever. It's about, like I say, it's building something for the future of humanity. You're bringing another generation into the world, and that is important. All right, my daughter is literally my mini me, and more like she's so smart and talented. I'm very happy. Always happy to. I feel like you fucking hear so many fucking horror stories about fucking bad parents having bad kids. But it is nice every once in a while fucking hear that there are actually people out there being like, we didn't have the best start. I had my kid very early. You know, father wasn't around, or, you know, we didn't grow up with much money, but I'm so fucking proud of my kid. They fucking turned out great. There's definitely some people like that don't do that, and I have experience with people who don't do that, but luckily my dad was great and definitely pushed him to his limits sometimes, but he's great. He was a better person for having you. You know that for sure. So even if it's not easy, life isn't easy. No comment, that's fair. You don't have to have a woman, John. You know? Raising a kid, it doesn't have to be your biological kid. You can always, like, you know, foster a kid or adopt. It's about raising a fucking human being. You know, like the fucking Death Stranding, perfect example. Sam was a fucking isolationist. He didn't want anybody, didn't need anybody, lived on his own, didn't need a relationship, didn't need kids. Fucking Lou came into his life, made him a better person. Now he's like, I've got to fucking step up my shit. Same with Pragmata. What's his name? Hank or Hugh? Is it Hugh? I think it's Hugh. Fucking, he didn't know he was going to be a dad at the beginning of the game, but by the end of the game, I'm a fucking dad now. And this little fucking kid, it's the world to me. I'm going to be a fucking better person for their sake. There's one thing I do question. Why did he pick me? Why did he pick me to why did he pick to have me with her? Because I was planned, but chose the worst woman in the world to have a kid with. Did he choose her? Or did it happen? Because life fucking happens. And again, maybe they were a different person at the start and became somebody that perhaps they didn't want. Nah, kids don't need a gay dad. You don't have to be a gay dad. Just be dad. Just be dad. And again, like I said, like fucking with Adam did, you could fucking help take care of your little like nieces and nephews or whatever. There are other options. planned to have a kid with her, and she already had a child and wasn't looking after that one properly. My older sister was 4 when he had me, and I know my mother wasn't good to her either. Maybe he had too much hope, maybe. Maybe that's what it was.
Well done, Sam.
Maybe he had too much faith in her. Maybe that's why.
All right then. Why don't
There's a million and one things it could be. Oh, definitely. She was the most toxic partner you could ever imagine. If you love someone, you see the best in them, even if it's not there. That's the rose-tinted spectacles. You know? Oh, I don't have any, apparently. Mine? Oh, so I turned Cairo crystals into special alloy? Okay. So again, maybe he had maybe he had too much faith in her. Maybe he had too much hope. Maybe he thought that maybe unironically this is a I can fix her type deal.
Now all you have to do is load the extracted materials onto the monorail for transport. Let's begin by accessing that delivery
Okay, calm down. Facility storage. Hold on. Oh, use monorail. Okay. Yes. 2 minutes. Load cargo. Load this shit. All the rest of it I'm carrying, so surely that just goes on, right? Fantastic. Load. Load on. Container. Bam. And then I can get on. Including carriers currently will be detached. Currently use will be detached if you board the monorail. If you'd like to bring a floating carrier and its cargo on the monorail, either carry it in your hand or place it in the container. Okay, right. Okay, let's see. Can I... I'll fucking load it on. Why not? Right. Oh, wait. Get on. Right, I'm on. There we go. Oh, fantastic. I don't even have a fucking seat. It's literally... Okay, so it's just a drone monorail. That's fucking wild. Nah, my family of women got their hooks too deep into those kids, and I've never had a chance to take care of half my siblings. Kids just aren't for me anymore. If they're not for you, then they're not for you, and there's nothing that you can do about it. But it is sad to hear. They are very rewarding to be around. Kids are fucking great. And I look back and think about how they would have been together, but before I was born, she wasn't attractive, and she had already shown that she was crazy multiple times by stealing his pets, not looking after the child she already had, and scaling his house wall to knock on the window and scream at him. What was he seeing? Because it was somebody with a good personality. That wasn't somebody with a good body. Like I say, love blinds people. I think you'll also find that men are an awful lot more tolerant of an awful lot more than women are. Fucking especially in the modern day. In the modern day, when it comes to an awful lot of men, and I've seen this in real life more recently. I'll say no more about that. But men are willing to put up with a lot fucking more than they really should do. Even if you're fucking telling them you should be putting up with that, men will put up with an awful lot more because they don't have options. Like, something that an awful lot of like women don't realize is that women have options when they're younger, men don't. You know? So as a younger man, especially if you're a younger man and you have an opportunity to enter into a relationship, an awful lot of men will fucking grab that with both hands and not let go. It's an awful lot of them out there, and we'll put up with an awful lot of shit just because this is better than being alone. And I've seen it in real life and I've seen it online. It's real. It's real. Oh, I've even fucking caught myself doing that. But like, you need to know your worth, basically. So this is the standard order. Right, hold on. Peek. Oh, hello, Rosa. You're here. He was definitely blind. Or desperate. Good to see you, Rosa. Wait, it's getting a little bit late for you, Rosa. But how have you been, Rosa? Glad to see you. Oh, funny thing about women having more opportunities with people than men do. The worst thing a man can do is ask for an open relationship, because he'll go out, not be able to get anyone at the time, and she'll have 5 guys at her feet. I've heard about that way too many times. Again, I won't go into details, but yes, that is true. If at any point, I'm just gonna say, if at any point any member of the relationship, and very often it is the woman that proposes it, because of exactly what you've said, it's incredibly easy for a woman to find literally any guy that she likes. But generally speaking, if any member of the relationship starts proposing an open relationship, the relationship is dead there. It's over. Opening up the relationship is just a means of putting the relationship on life support for maybe a few weeks or months before it dies, right? The relationship is brain dead. You're keeping it on life support at that point. If you start thinking seriously about an open relationship, or your partner proposes an open relationship to you, start considering cutting it there, because it's already dead. Leave me alone. I sleep whenever I want. Rosa, you sleep when sleep takes you, okay? Because you have a very strict schedule. Hold on. Deliver. Yes, just deliver. Yeah, do all of them. So I want that off. Men are innocent and pure at heart. They are like puppies. All they want to do is please and protect. You can kick the shit out of them and they will put up with it with eagerness. Depends on the man, obviously. But fundamentally, I do agree. A man's primary drive is to feel useful, and a man will do almost anything in order to feel useful. And anybody that has the capability of making a man feel useful, and therefore valued and loved because they're being useful, a man will go through an awful lot of shit in order just to preserve that feeling. I couldn't do an open relationship. I don't like sharing. Mitsu, based and real for that. And that's how it should be. So it should be. It's the best way to do it. Sharing is the worst, people said. There's other fish is the worst. Sharing is the worst, people said. There are other fish in the sea, but I caught this fish and it's rightfully mine. Get off. Exactly, yeah. That's how love should be. It should be one-to-one. You sharing your life with somebody that you know, that you value an immense amount, and you don't want to share it with anybody. Battery unit. Oh, it's a vehicle component. So that's something that I can attach to vehicles to increase range. When I got like a tiny Boyne upgrade.
Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
Oh, thank you. It's not like I'm fucking keeping you ungrateful cunts alive or anything. I'm starting to think I am a man. Why is that? Why is that? Auto aid issues aid requests automatically. Strand contract cap boot. Increase the total number of strand contracts Sam can farm. Timefall generator uses timefall. That's insane. That's actually really useful.
Oh, here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item, I hear.
With your description of a man in a relationship, I was definitely a man in my past relationship. Again, I could go into like the fucking anthropology of it. I've done it before, but to put it simply, like a man's purpose within society, within wider society, and therefore within the relationship,
We really
is to do shit,
your help.
right? Like, if something needs done within society, within civilization, if a heavy weight needs lifted, if a dirty job needs done, if a sacrifice needs to be made, that's a man's job,
This monorail
right?
operational, you can bring us large shipments
And a
of
man does that
materials
gladly because there's a certain amount of like
that's gonna go a
kudos and
long way
respect
to
and love that is afforded on the man for bearing the weight of that.
We can fabricate
You know what I
them
mean?
off-road as
So
well.
that's why
I'm pretty fond of them myself.
it's not just because they're like built up to do that kind of stuff. Obviously, like men are stronger and more durable. They're better suited for work. But that was like a man's niche in society, and that's a man's niche in the relationship. So if you as a woman can provide that and make a man feel wanted and loved and respected as a result of providing a service to you, a man will do anything for you. Because now he's got a place. He has somewhere that he can be and serve and do something for you. You know, and that means the world, because it means I have a place here. That this is my home. This is where I'm meant to be, and I'm loved and respected for it. I feel like with respect to women, the kind of love and admiration is kind of there by default, more so than with men, because as a woman, you will get love and attention from the world around you without you really having to put something in. But the ultimate, like the level above that, the like supreme position in society since the dawn of time for a woman is being a mother. If you are a mother, doors open for you as a woman. You will get a level of like love and respect from broader society by being a mother. And that's like, again, it sounds misogynistic, but that's like a woman's role, right? A man's role is to do all the dirty jobs, take all the sacrifices, and die if need be. And a woman's job is to be a mother. More anthropologically speaking, I'm speaking in like very broad terms. But yeah, and I think modern society with the kind of like leveling of the sexes more so, an awful lot of men are feeling very like rudderless and directionless and without a place, because their job used to be to go out and make money, provide, and come back home, and then that was their place. They don't have it anymore because women can do that for themselves now. So an awful lot of men are like, right, well, what's left for me? I can't find a place to exist in society where I can feel loved and appreciated and respected, if that makes sense. Because all of the traditional places where a man would find that love and respect are no longer there, or are being taken up by women, because we've equalized things out. So women still have that like baseline of level of like love and respect that they get for being women. And again, it's just anthropological. Women are by default more valuable than men, anthropologically speaking, with respect to like a civilization in a society. They still have that. Men used to have to work in order to get that, but they don't even have that now. There's like no place for them. But yeah, I don't even know how I got onto this topic, but yeah. I don't go into my past shit, but I've put up with way more than I should have, all because I wanted to please my partner and lower my self-esteem for them. Yeah, it's... People need to realize that being alone is better than being in a bad relationship. Being alone isn't as bad as you think it is. I know an awful lot of people that went through an awful lot of shit because they had built up the idea of being alone as being like worse than death. I mean, I do anything to prove I'm useful and available. I think most people would, but for men, it's like, as a man, societally speaking, but not just like societally speaking, like psychologically, men are trained like unless you're providing something, unless you're doing something, unless you're useful, you're less than nothing. Like, for like a man, especially a young man, I think older men, it's a little bit different because they've got like a bit of confidence, a bit of gravitas, and a bit of like experience behind them. That changes it a little bit. There's a little bit more respect that comes with age. But for a young man, when you walk out the door, you are worthless unless you're providing value to society or to somebody. You know? So like if you are, say, a 21-year-old man, you leave your house, do you have a car? Do you have a job? How much is that job making? If you do have a car, what kind of car is it? You know, what job is it? Is it a respectable job? Do you have a girlfriend? If not, why not? Like, there's an awful lot of like tick boxes that if you don't tick a certain number of those boxes, loser automatically. And society will look at you like that, and you will feel like that. So more and more people are finding themselves like unemployed, living in their mother's basement, and that's the standard. And a larger and larger percentage of people, of young men, are living like that, and women are living like that as well. And there's nothing wrong with that. But more broadly speaking, as a man, because you're not providing value to broader society or to somebody else, you're worthless, and that's the default. And that's the way an awful lot of men feel. I have no past for relationships. I only have my current one, as it is the first and hopefully last. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, Rosa. Hopefully it all goes well. My way of proving myself is by cooking, because it's something that I enjoy, and he seems to love my food. And also buy his loads of random things, and I pay for as much as I can, because we've agreed when we have kids, I'm staying at home for the first couple of years of it all, of their life, so that I can spend as much money on them as I can now while was to have the chance. That's fair. That's like, I think, like a good compromise between the two. But I take it that your to-be husband, I believe, was it saying that it was your fiance? He's very much going to be like, I'm going to be doing all of the heavy lifting, and that's his role, you know. And he feels good because he can do that for you. He feels useful. He feels like he's providing something for you. You know what I mean? Yep, hence why I'm single, and I'm okay with that for now. But also, I'm a hopeless romantic at heart, so I'm doomed. But you just have to find the right person. You know what? That actually fucking brings something to mind. I can't remember who said it. I must have fucking found it from somewhere. But for women, it's finding the right one. You know, for men, it's finding one. And that's just kind of it. For women, you have to go through a large number of suitors and select the good one, the one that works for you. For men, they have to go through all of their suitors and find one that will reciprocate. And that seems to be much more so the case. What was I was fucking in Pippi's server, and he said something great. Some men drown while others die of thirst. And I feel like this is like the two problems that men and women have had throughout history, but more so in more recent years. For women, you're drowning because you have an awful lot of men that are willing to offer themselves to you for a relationship. An awful lot of them are not very good people. They're like abusers, or they're incompetent, or they're just not ready for a relationship, or they're just not well suited for you and what you need them to be and what they need you to be. Whereas with men, you don't have options. Which again, that was what I was saying before. If you get yourself into a relationship, men are much more likely to fucking hold on to that relationship in the modern day. Because like, holy fuck, I found one that is willing to fucking put up with me. I'm not letting go. Oh, is it such a complicated topic? Such is the nature of like the human condition. It's very complicated. See my relationships before this one I'm now in. I didn't actually like the guy, but I decided the next person I get with, I'm going to make it work. So, and I tried my hardest to make it work, but it just never was going to. But I tried to force it to work, and then I said to myself, I'm going to stay single for at least a year and work on myself. But then the person I'm currently with met with me a couple of months before I broke up with my ex, and he was the one that convinced me to do it, because he's seen how bad my ex was for me, and then I fell in love with him. And I was 15 then, and I'm here now. Staying single didn't work, but glad it didn't for once. And I'm glad that you did manage to finally see for yourself that you're more, well, that it wasn't going to work, and that forcing a relationship for the sake of forcing a relationship, it doesn't work, and it never works. You can't just force yourself into a relationship. Love shouldn't be something that you should force. It's something you need to work on, but it's not something that you should have to force. So if you find yourself in that relationship, very often what happens is that you just end up resenting each other because you're causing each other pain. But yeah, but like, again, that's once again another perfect example. You were in a relationship, and before you had even left that relationship, you had another one lined up. You know what I mean? That's something that's like unheard of to an awful lot of men, and especially to modern men. Men are more likely to force the relationship to keep it going because, again, holy fuck, I found one that's willing to fucking give me the time of day. And an awful lot of men are like that. By the way, just to let you know, the ex I'm talking about didn't believe that of the planets had a moon, and said it was just propaganda for the said that moths give you diseases by biting you, but the majority of them don't have mouths and can't eat. I'm amazed that you're able to stay with them for so long. My ass over here looking like return this. You're not that fucking bad. Return this level, I get it now. Bruce, who apparently had a crush on me for a year and a half before he started talking to me. He idealized you. Bro had one-itis. A pickup off-roader? Are there other monorail lines? I got fucking sidetracked.
The monorail network was extensive and once stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline. But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly. And with the constant threat of BTs and armed groups, it's not been possible to repair the damage. If you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare. Even a small contribution will make a difference. Anyway, just something to think about.
That was one of the things that I fucking didn't like about the original Death Stranding, was like, oh, you can build shit in this game, like to make shit easier not only for yourself but for other players. I'm like, oh great, that's fantastic. And I built the first road, and then I think it was Die Hard Man dropped the bomb on me saying like, oh yeah, congratulations Sam on building this road. This road will last like 2 hours and then it'll degrade. You'll have to build it all over again. And I never fucking built another road. I'm not doing that all over again.
It's a large four-wheel drive vehicle.
Dude, if you can make me laugh, be okay with my dumb emotions, also with the fact that I have a child, etc., then I'm pretty easy to please. I just want time and attention. The attention part, I've spoken about this before. I'm pretty sure I spoke about it on stream. I believe that it's an evolutionary trait by women to desire attention. And again, it's not necessarily like romantic attention. I think it's just attention in general. If women feel perceived, it's like nourishing for them. If somebody's giving them attention, it's nourishing for a woman. And I think that that's like a survival thing. Generally speaking, again, men are very physical. If they need something, if they want something, then they go out and they do it, which is why men feel good whenever they're working on something, like whenever they're working on a project, like if they have like a project, fucking car or motorbike or something that they're tuning up, or if they're really into joinery or something, that's like their survival instinct. It tickles that part of their brain because it's like, I'm doing something, I'm building something, I'm creating something. That's how men survived. They built something, they created something, they worked with their hands. Hunting, shit like that. Like, people still go hunting when they don't really need to go hunting, right? It's just, it tickles the brain. For women, like I'm talking like back in Neanderthal days, like cavemen days. For women, women survived if they were getting attention from people, right? And again, it doesn't need to be romantic attention, but attention. If a men especially were looking at them, were giving them attention, were giving them the time of day, that meant that they were more likely to survive because that man is more likely to do stuff for them. The man, like if a man is giving you attention, next time he goes out hunting, he thinks about you. I was talking to Mitsu back at the tribe. She has, she doesn't have a husband at the moment. Maybe I'll I'll kill like an extra buck to bring back and give that to Mitsu so she's got something to eat for tonight. You know? Or, oh, cheese really needs, I don't know, fucking extra lumber for her fire. I'll cut some extra lumber for her so that she's got something to burn over the course of, you know, the winter or something like that. If somebody's giving you attention, it means you're more likely to survive. If a man is giving you attention, again, it doesn't need to be romantic, but if they're giving you attention, it means they're more likely to do stuff for you, and they're more likely to help supplement your life and your lifestyle in order to keep you alive. And you see it again in an awful lot of like modern day stuff, you know, like holding doors open for women, giving up, you know, stuff for women whenever, you know, giving up your seat for women if you're on the train or something. I firmly believe that like women have like a desire for attention and that it's like mentally nourishing for them whenever they have attention. We met because one of his best friends introducing me to their friend group, and I instantly knew there was something up about him. Didn't know what it was because I thought I liked women at the time, and he instantly started acting strange around me and pinpointed me out as soon as I was there. But then our mutual friend got taken to a mental hospital, and then it was awkward for me to hang around with people. I didn't really know so we stopped talking for a year, and then he randomly sent me a photo of him in armor. He kept my number for a year and a half though, through 2 different phones, and that's how we started talking. That's a real one, the fact that he kept you there. He kept a little place in his heart for you for a fucking year and a half. That's a real one. Shit, my deep freezer full of mule deer and elk. We'd be feeding the village O's over there. But that's what I'm saying, right? That fucking meat is going to sit in your freezer and it's going to go for you and the people that you care about, right? And you're more likely to give it to women who are nice to you and you're nice to them. Again, it's not necessarily something that you're going to be like, only me fuck him. You saying that if Mitsu asked for some of your deer, you wouldn't give her a little bit? You saying that, Adam? Is that what you're saying? It's terrible. But yeah, I think, to me, it seems like a survival trait. It's like babies laughing, you know? There's no reason for a baby to laugh other than a survival trait, because babies instinctively know that when they laugh, it melts the heart of adults around them and they want to take care of them.
We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
You managed to save the day, Sam. The people here...
You might be invited to the barbecue. That's what I'm saying.
They should be able to prepare cargo.
I'm no anthropologist, but the data points are adding up.
I have some information to share with you.
Shit, I love barbecue. See, Mitsu? Fucking in. You're in.
So we can talk.
You'll survive through the winter. Oh. My thesis playing out in real life. Mystery cargo. This is closer. We'll just fucking do this one. Deliver the complete food samples to the musician. Deliver the cargo. Deliver cargo in the biscuit. I'm not even going to bother because it's a straight fucking line. Place on backpack and then auto arrange. Bam. What did I get? Device that analyzes your current situation. It issues aid requests to provide support for the next order. Whether or not aid will be received depends on the Google or your fellow porters, but aid requests have been known to lead new connections. Rain scanner. Instant cargo binding. No, I don't want aim assist. That's fucking dumb. See, fuck you and your barbecue. I'm eating my vegetables. You will not survive the winter, cheese. I'm sorry. I ordered a barbecue restaurant for years and man, I was in heaven. Not a big fan of eating meat, but that does sound nice. That's fair. See, Timefall Generator just seems fucking good. How much? Right, I've got 50. I'll get the Timefall Generator and I'll get the Weather Analyzer afterwards, I think. Yeah, I'll fucking do that. And I honestly don't think... Wait, customize look? Did I get like a new patch or some shit? Oh no, it's the new glasses. These are like... very similar, like just the same but slightly larger. Yeah, I'm not gonna wear those. The texture of meat that does not sit right in my bones, I'm gonna stick to my carrots and leaves. Well, maybe again, maybe you need to try different types of meat prepared differently. Maybe you're just like a very texture-based eater. We'll see how you feel when your power goes out, cheese, and you don't have any body fat to survive the winter. We are designed to eat meat. If you only eat veg, again, it's fine, but you do need to supplement that with multivitamins. You can't live purely on vegetables unless it's potato. Then yes, you can, because potato's like some sort of fucking miracle food, and that's like not even a joke. I mean, hey, you like what you like. I do love veggies, but I do love meat as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking eat fucking meat, but still. Or trust me, I have had enough chunk from my vegetables survive longer than you would think with somebody who mainly eats vegetables. Again, fucking potatoes, man. Potatoes are like a fucking medical food. I know that there was that fucking factoid that is it the Martian, the book, where the protagonists from that effectively like lived off of potatoes. They can grow anywhere, and they have like 90%, 95% of all the vitamins and minerals that you need for basic subsistence, like survival. Potatoes are the best. Cheese thick. Potato thickness. Potato fed. Potatoes are pretty good though. Enough vegetables that I think you could stick me in the ground and it would start photosynthesizing outside. Maybe she will survive the winter then. She's gonna act like a potato, because you can like fucking grow them in winter. Fucking damn it. Oh, there's a nice fording site over there. The Fallen Bridge. I just cut across. Yeah, and then I need to go there. Me and my chili plant are going to stick ourselves in the ground and hibernate throughout winter. And sprout again in the spring. I'm not going to call you a vegetable, cheese, but just know that I'm thinking it. That's fucking terrible. I literally just turned some dirt over and threw spuds in the ground and covered them in straw. Them motherfuckers grow all year. It's fucking amazing. It really is. Like, how ludicrously, like, robust potatoes are, and just how fucking nutritious they are. It's insane that they exist. They're a literal fucking miracle plant. All I'm gonna say is the thing that I save lives. Fucking real. Somebody needs to tell Cookie that. He fucking tilts me with that shit. You fucking show that boy a well-built woman, he's like obese. You'll find potatoes growing roots in your cupboard if you wait longer. It's true. It's true. Mind, Potato sprouts are good to eat, right? Actually, how I prepared the plant. Yeah. Well, a fucking like root cellar, right? You just throw them down there. Dark, a little bit damp. Not too damp. You don't want mushrooms growing, but just a little bit of like humidity there. Put them in a fucking covered sack. Leave them there over winter. Come spring, they got like some little fucking sprouts going. Toss them in the dirt. They'll fucking grow. I believe they have like fucking nitrogen fixing in them like as base as well. So you don't even need to fucking worry about that shit. There's something fucking ominous about that. The fucking blue light, the harsh blue light in the middle of the fucking wilderness. If food didn't go off the way I would survive through the winters, I would just dig a big hole in the ground to fill it with carrots, bell peppers, potatoes, and just live there. So I don't need some potatoes and a deep fryer though. That does sound good. Not gonna lie. You plant your own veggies and stuff. Adam's got like his own fucking... What would you call it? Would you say it was a compound, Adam? Adam lives... We're going to say semi off the grid, because I don't think you're 100% off the grid, but I think you're pretty far off the grid. You're like almost totally off the grid. Oh shit! Got some fucking Japanese fucking funk jazz or some shit playing. Fucking hell yeah. I'm a big fan of planting things. My plants are my babies. Hell yeah. Again, that's something that's very, very human. We love fucking planting things and caring for things and creating things. Yeah, I'm still on the grid. I mean, I have power from the mains and running water. And I also have a fiber trunk and shit. Yeah, so like you're not totally off the grid, but you're like fucking 90% of the way there. I don't have a good enough garden to plant loads of stuff. I have bell peppers, lemon trees, garlic growing in my room, but I also have a Christmas tree and some aloe vera and some other random plants. Oh, and a dragon fruit. Dragon fruit? And Shakira chilies? Oh, you're fucking not far off. You're not far off. You can buy like little fucking ready-made like fucking herb plots that you can fit in a flat or in a tenement or something. That sounds fucking cool. It's fucking good. It's good to be able to grow shit. It's fucking sad that we can't grow more shit just in like, you know, like a fucking garden. I know that there's an awful lot of shit that's like, no, you can't do that because you don't have fucking planning permission or whatever. The urge to live off the grid is so valid though, especially in this fucking day and age. Alright lads, just passing through. I think more and more people in the current day and age are starting to see the value of like homesteading type shit, living off the grid. The main reason I don't plant stuff outside is because I have 3 dogs and they will just trample everything and piss on it. Just put up like some fucking chicken wire fencing. You can buy fucking big rolls of it off of Amazon. Just get that and some like fucking tin snips or some wire cutters or something. Just fucking roll it out, plant that shit in the ground. Good. I can survive 100% with literally everything shut down. I think my main issue would be getting bored, yeah. Just have a fucking bunch of books. Just have like your own little library set up. Like for me, if I'm in the mood for reading, I could fucking go months just reading books. But I need to be in the mood for it. There you go. Here's your fucking samples. There's this content creator I watch, and she's my main inspiration for wanting to learn to grow and make my own stuff. It's valid. It's fucking useful, but as like a life skill, but it's fun.
Dark out. Thank you. Let me just bring up the orders.
Fucking Timu Joji. wish I was a person for reading, but I get overwhelmed by all the words on the page and I just forget where I am and start reading words individually instead of sentences. Yeah. It can be difficult to fucking keep... It can be difficult to keep focusing on it. I know that for sure. I went through a period during university where I did a fucking lot of reading. And I made the mistake of reading Russian. Not like actual like Russian, but Russian authors. If you have a hard time focusing, do not choose Russian authors, because they have some fantastic fucking books, but Jesus fucking Christ. Like, they're Russian culture, for the longest time, it's like built into their culture as an awful lot of suffering built into it, right? And like the inescapable nature of suffering and the necessity of suffering as like part of the human condition. And every fucking Russian author will make sure that they put that into their books, into like themes and into the story, but into the style of writing, because they want you to suffer as the fucking reader. I swear to God, they want you to suffer. So as they're writing, they will make their books some of the most fucking dry and long-winded things you will ever fucking have read. Or, like, honestly. I read an awful lot of Dostoevsky, and his books are very much like that. They're very fucking long-winded. And they can be very dry at times. But every single one of the books that I read, I fucking put down at the end, and I'm like, that fucking sucked, but I'm glad I read it, because there's an awful lot there. Good night, Rosa. Hope you sleep well. I have every single Five Nights at Freddy book. It's still a book. It's still a book. It's still good. Reading is still good. And I've read like 2 of them, and I just can't concentrate for the rest of them. The worst thing with a book is getting started. Once you start a book and you get invested, like a chapter or 2 in, it's much easier. Growing your own food is pretty addicting. You realize how much money you save just not having to buy everything. Plus, you can sell the food you don't need or trade it to farmers markets and shit. Hell yeah, for real. Oh my god, a dream of mine is having a reading nook in my own library. I would be so happy. That does sound pretty fucking good. I always wanted like a bookcase full of books that I had read. I know it sounds pretty vain, but I always like the idea of having a bookcase and only putting books on that bookcase that I've read. So I kind of resolved during university to start that. So I have a bookcase and I still have it. And it's full of books that I have read or that I'm going to read. And I do have one entire shelf dedicated to just Berserk, because I've read an awful lot of Berserk. Right. Are these deliveries randomly generated? Because if they are, I'm not doing them. Like, I don't fucking much care about this shit. Christ. Oh. Came out very addicting. I love farmers markets. I like books on the shorter side because I get through them faster and I feel like I've accomplished something. That's why I'm a big fan of manga. That's very fair. But the idea of saving money and just knowing where food comes from is very appealing. It's amazing just how like ignorant an awful lot of people are about where their food comes from. These are standard orders. Are these... What? Right, hold on. Can I look at the corpus or whatever, like the fucking... What's a standard order? What's the difference? 'Cause I'm not gonna fucking do like extra shit. Would it be under O for orders? Chirogram standard or Orders that are not included in the main or sub-order categories. It's not compulsory for Sam to complete these orders, and their cargo can be trusted to other porters. For regularly completing these orders increases... Oh, right. So standard orders I can fucking ignore. Okay. That's good. So take orders. So these are standard orders. So these are just like, okay, I can fucking safely ignore. This is for like extra good boy points. Smell you later, budget Joji. I'm not doing them. My project this year is to start a mini garden. Hell yeah. See, I actually go to local farmers for my meat and that I eat, and it's very nice to know where it comes from, but every time I pass the farmers I feel bad for those cows, because I just know a couple of months I'm going to be eating one of them or having one of their family members in my freezer. You also have to consider that those cows wouldn't exist, wouldn't have even gotten the opportunity to live, where they're not going to end up in your freezer. Because an awful lot of people are saying shit like, oh, like we should just stop eating meat altogether. It'll be much better for the environment, it will be much more humane, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. If we're gonna stop eating meat, we don't need all those cows, those chickens, those pigs, so on and so forth, right? So what's gonna happen? Oh right, we're gonna stop eating meat, right? We're just gonna fucking kill all of them then. Oh god, fucking damn it! Right, hold on, I'll fucking get that one. Fuck you. But yeah, so we're gonna have to kill like fucking millions, billions of fucking animals. Because, well, they don't serve a purpose anymore. Yeah, garlic is very easy. That shit grows back every year. Garlic is so... It's so useful. It's such like a multifaceted thing. Like, because you can fucking throw that in damn near anything and it makes it taste better. Also, antimicrobial properties. Garlic. That's proven. Fresh garlic? Hell yeah. For real. And so as well, if you let the garlic flower, the flower actually smells like garlic. That's fascinating. Never thought about that. How about a flower that smells like garlic? I do like garlic. Would I want it as a flower? Good for thought. Interesting. But geez, I don't know if you've ever gone up north. Have you seen the fucking the honor boxes that they've got up north? Every time I go up north, you'll always see honor boxes near people's little like their farms or their little like cottages, and very often you can pick up like fresh homemade shit where they've like baked their own bread or their own like fucking biscuits or cookies or whatnot, and they'll just put it in the honor box and you take and you just leave whatever money that you've got. I've seen weird shit. So like obviously shit like eggs, like if they've got chickens they'll have eggs. I've seen people leaving meat, like people that will make their own sausage, square sausage, but also like weird shit like peat. They'll like cut and dry peat and just leave bags of peat where you can just take and pay whatever you think it's worth. We have honor boxes here too. People put eggs in them and fresh veggies. Yeah, same. It's fascinating. You get all sorts of like weird and interesting shit in honor boxes. I have seen pale ale and stout. People bottled their own shit, just put it in honor boxes. You get all sorts up north. It's good. Yeah, we actually get raw milk, and there's a box for eggs where you can grab some eggs and leave money. Hell yeah. Sadly, we don't have that here as far as I know. It might be a little bit more difficult in the south if it's quite hot. So imagine there's an awful lot of shit that you don't want to leave in a scalding hot honor box. Might not last too long in there. So I can understand why. And if you don't leave anything, the farmers take your photo from CCTV and shame you on the wall. Up north, it's still, we'll say, fairly homogenous and high trust. So, for now.
I didn't take. Did I take the meds? Yeah, I took the meds because there was no guy, right? Yeah. Okay. I didn't take any meds. I did take my meds. Didn't I take the meds?
But, so, yeah.
I did. Yeah. Okay.
The instances of people just taking stuff for free are very, very rare. 9 times out of 10, it's as a result of as they would call them, incomers. In the Highlands and Islands, they call people that aren't local incomers, and it doesn't matter where you're from. Even if you're Scotch, like, nah, but you're from the Lowlands. You're not from round here. You're an incomer, and they don't look favorably on you. Incomer, fucking Christ. They call them incomers. It's like I suppose the Germans would call them just like foreigners, like Auslander, the Outlanders, the incomers. They don't like them. But yeah, putting take your foe and shame you, that's like very. That's very like village coded.
Ooh, the comers.
Ooh, the comers. Slander Rouse. Fucking wild that they just have that playing now. I think it really shows that there has been quite a seismic shift in the tolerance of the German people now. We're just kind of done. The fuck are you tripping on me? Fuck off, doll man. Can't even fucking walk. Cunt. Excuse me. Mate, you fucking made it 6 feet from when I saw you and when I left. Hey, can you fucking hurry up and get the lead out? Christ alive. Fucking lazy bastards, man. Fucking cross that whole place. You're still fucking hanging about at the fucking patio. Yeah, I live in a town, but if you literally go 2 minutes down the road, you're surrounded by fields. It's great. Yeah, it's great. I live not too far from farms. It's really nice. That's a standard order. Fuck that, I'm not doing that. Fuck you. My dad works at a German-owned factory, and he said that shit was played over a loudspeaker there during work in the party they had last year. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's that shit that 10, 15 years ago, your average person would fucking never dream of doing. It was so gauche and so like anti-German. So obviously they're very like anti-right wing, anti-anything that might even be adjacent to being like National Socialist or anything like that. But the fact that like so much shit has happened that they're like, nah, this is fucking too far. That they're like bringing that shit back is insane. Yeah, let's go to the fucking room. See what fucking bald man wants to say. Oh shit. Fucking autopilot. Why the fuck am I having to drive it? Also, do you know how ages ago I told you about the place I go to college? They get called monkey hangers because they hung a monkey. Well, I went to an art gallery and they had a gift shop. And they had a spoon with a bit on the top that a photo of a cartoon monkey being home, and it said the name of the place underneath it, and the spoon was really nice. And then I seen that they also had pins with it on the earrings and a tie with a parrot and monkeys being hung. That's very Scots. That's very Scots. I like that.
Another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago.
Yeah, we know about that. Give us some new.
You and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with the BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal.
Yeah, I know I was there. Don't tell me anything new so far.
Together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right, because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility.
Might take a photo of the tie-in pin tomorrow and see if there's any way that I can show you. Obviously, don't fucking dox yourself, for God's sake, but yeah.
Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for
Make sure it doesn't have the name of the place. That's true.
she passed away.
I mean, even if you want to DM it to me, obviously, I'm not going to throw that shit around. Obviously, keep personal information and your anonymity secret.
Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved.
I'm dumb, but I'm not stupid. Good lass.
Much less why they did it.
There's still an awful lot of people out there that don't quite understand how important anonymity is online. I'm glad that you're one of the people that do understand that.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure,
You'd be surprised how much info smart people share around, so it's not about being smart, it's about being ignorant and self-aware. I know that I've probably shared more info than I should, but again, as I've said many times,
this story is so boring to me.
That's fine. You don't have to. You don't have to like the story. An awful lot of it is based on the previous story. Why does she have gloves on her shoulders, Arson? I have no fucking idea. It's a Kojima game. Oh, and no sooner has Arson joined than she's got me to take my fucking coat off. How are you doing, Arson? You missed the odd side tangent that we had earlier. Sleep till evening? You know what? Fucking get up. Not enough fucking cutting about in the dark.
Sam, it's Charlie. A new order is
Hey, you put me in the bunny suit and steal Cheetan's camera, hey. Okay? You get your eye candy, I get mine, okay? A deal's a deal.
Sam, it seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me.
Fucking love reading. Fucking love reading. Oh, fucking fuck off. He leaves you fucking Moby Dick. Oh, fucking course he does. And what's the other one? Frankenstein. Because of course you need to have fucking Guillermo del Toro's latest shit. If they're strangers' kids and they're loud, I want to kill them. If your kids start acting up, I think it's okay to smack your kids. And I think that we need to start telling people that it is okay to smack your kids. Especially for young boys. Fear is an important thing for young boys. It's something that they have to... Because it is. It's an important part of learning to become a man, is the implicit threat of violence. When associating with other men, it's important because it is fucking there, right? Even if you never get into a fight, even if you never get into a violent confrontation between men, the implicit threat of violence is always there. You need to spank young boys. It's just a part of it. Honestly, say it. Yeah, but what about your children? If they're friends' kids, I'll die for them. Yeah, hell yeah. I want a kid, kids. It really is, like, it's such a fucking girly stream that we've had. Because I feel like it has been an awful, it's just been women being like, I want to have kids one day. And I fucking massively respect that. It's a nice change of pace, not being fucking femboys for a change. Oh, I spagged my niece plenty of times, and that's probably why she turned out a fucking genius. It's useful.
You can't have kids if you only fuck femboys imp.
Don't fuck femboys, okay? What, you wanna fuck me apparently, and I don't know why. I still haven't got a fucking answer. There's definitely situations where you should know and where it's not. Oh, 100%, 100%. But I feel like you do need to have spanking, like smacking your kids is like a nuclear option. It has to be on the table. It has to be a tool. It's not the first one that you reach for. Maybe it's not even the second one you reach for. But you need to have it there as like a last option. Like if you don't fucking start doing as you're told, you're getting smacked. Because very often you only have to do it once. Like, because I don't know if, like, well, probably an awful lot of you have been around kids who've been talking about it. But like, threatening them with a smack is fucking 9/10 of the point of having a smack. You never have to smack them if you've smacked them once before. You just threaten them with it, they straighten up real fucking quick. I don't know when I'll have them though. It'll come when it comes. Don't force it. It'll happen. If you want it, it'll happen. I think this whole soft parenting is a load of BS. 100%. Oat meats, I agree. Corporal punishment on a child. I just got 3 women in chat being like, I want a baby so bad. How many of you have played Pragmata? I feel like I need to. I feel like I need to start taking notes. Oh, just start gathering data. Oh, see, I'm gonna stay away from it as much as possible. Oh, we're saving the story for stream. There was this horrible kid, youngest of 3 girls, and their mum was such a passive mum. The little shit showed the things like, I hate you, mom. I'm not gonna tell you again. How dare you, mom? For fuck's sake. I bet the whole wanted to slap that kid. I'm just telling you, right? If you fucking gave that kid one firm smack across the backside, they would have straightened up real fucking quick. It's just fucking feral during the pragmatist. All the women sync up at the same time. What a fucking baby, so bad. Oh, see, quite a lot of the time, I don't mind young kids crying in public, but I hate it when parents do nothing. You have to be fucking seen to be doing something. I feel like that's... Like, say, for example, you're sitting on, like, a fucking bus or a train, and the kid's fucking screaming its eyes out, and the parent's just sitting there just trying to zone out. That's fucking infuriating. If the kid's crying, and the parent picks up the kid and start bouncing it on their knee or something like that, like fucking trying to calm it down, I feel like that takes 75% of the sting of a crying kid, because you're like, okay, at least the parent's fucking attempting it. At least the parent is trying. You know what I mean? I used to get hit for being too loud. The TV was on. Get up, bow, the TV's on. It's Fox News. You gotta tell. They're telling us about the fake eggs. Oh my god. All they're doing is breeding little shitlings that will need their teeth rugged later in life. I've fucking spoken to an awful lot of parents like that, and again, especially with young, I'm going to speak to young boys because I haven't like interacted with an awful lot of like young girls. Fucking not like that, well, like that as well. I haven't tried it, but anyway, especially growing up in Scotland, that has quite like a fighty culture. How should I put this without fucking sounding unhinged? Teaching a young boy to mind their manners now and not be a fucking dickhead is going to save them an awful lot of trips to the hospital later. Because you acting like a dickhead around like your mum or your dad or your uncle or your auntie or so on and so forth is... It's fine now, you'll get away with it. The second you hit fucking, not even 18, 16, you know? Like you fucking go out on the town, start acting up like that in public, you'll get your fucking head kicked in. You know what I mean? So for a young boy, it's like, you need to fucking learn not to be a dickhead now, because you're going to get your fucking teeth kicked down your throat if you haven't learned that by the time you get to the real world. So yeah, like, me too, I 100% fucking agree with that. I was in a plane once, and there was a kid, 3 or younger, and he was crying so hard that the parents were doing nothing. I sat right next to him, so I stepped in and done something. I was 17 and I shouldn't have had to do that. I'm excited to teach my children how to swim. I'm doing the way my dad taught me, throw them into the deepest part of the pool and leave their instincts to kick in. Kids, right, Arson? Kids are natural born swimmers. If like you can throw like a 6 month old baby into a pool the kid will automatically hold their breath the second their head goes underwater, and it will start kicking. It won't swim, but the kid will float. The kid knows what it's doing. It's generally speaking after like a year or two that kind of leaves. But humans know how to swim by default. It's natural.
There are organisms in this area that I don't believe I've ever laid eyes on before. My understanding is that they're called chiral creatures, and they come in all shapes.
Babies bored of water automatically start to swim to the surface. It's autonomic. It's built into them. 100%. Babies know how to swim. Listen, I fully believe that if you're an adult and you're being a shithead, you deserve to get your ass kicked. Mitsu, you would fit right in Scotland. Because that's like the general feeling here. Again, Scotland is a very fighty culture. So like an awful lot of we'll say social policing is done by getting your fucking head kicked in. Like if you don't behave, you will get your head kicked in. If you're acting up, you will get your head kicked in Scotland. It keeps people honest. It does. And look at my DM to you. Okay, what did you send? Have a look. What the fuck is that? Just like a screenshot of a game. I'm not familiar with it though. High guard lever action rifle. Is that game not like cancelled? Oh, and the strap's like not even attached to it. Fantastic. 10 out of 10 game. Okay. Now I'm gonna go for a shower and a shit, and then I'll go fucking walk the wasteland. See, I would agree with you, but I could swim, and my sister pushed me in the deep end of the pool when I went to Florida for the first time when I was 4, and then I almost died. That's overthinking. The fucking letters. See when you shot it. Okay, that is kind of cool. But an awful lot of that is overthinking because you're like thinking about swimming. If you don't think about swimming and you just let your body do it, it's autonomic. It just comes to you. And an awful lot of that is panic. It is panic because you're going to be panicking. Like if you just take a deep breath and then don't move, like fucking just allow yourself to float, then you'll float. It's when you start kicking and thrashing and shit like that you start going under. Head went underwater a few times till I finally learned how to swim away from it. I learned to swim by being thrown into the deep end. I learned real quick. It does work.
Ready to proceed with corpse disposal. 1.
That ain't no corpse. Motherfucker's still blinking. He was 8 and didn't even bother to get me back out of the pool. My 12-year-old cousin had to jump in after me. Activate. But yeah, shit like that will leave fucking scars. Like emotional scars, which will, again, hinder your ability to function. Wait. That's something that I can fucking drop off here. The little, like... What am I fucking carrying? Facility storage. Yeah, fucking chemicals. Store materials. Bam. There we go. Lighten the load a little bit. I swear I sunk like a bag of rocks. Again, I feel like if you weren't overthinking it because you were fucking panicking because you thought you were going to drown, you would swim, right? I think that you can fucking swim now, right, Cheese? You live in an island, for God's sake. I feel like you need to be able to swim. I've been swimming since... Literally since the day I was born. I remember my parents telling me stories about when I was younger. If they ever took me out anywhere, they would need to bring a towel and a change of clothes, because if there was a body of water there, I would dive into it.
Sam, your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its western counterpart,
I think it depends on the person if they get traumatized. I went on to compete in swimming. Yep, happens.
To bring it online, you'll have to navigate.
Yeah, I love swimming. Dolphins was my favorite game. Fucking hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
You ever gone swimming in the Loch Ness?
Next site we want you to link up
Shit
is
is
Shadow
fucking
Rainbow
ice
Valley.
cold, but
A friend
God,
of
it's fun.
Broadridge is waiting for you there. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHV Magellan. I recruited them myself when we first met in the UCA. You can pick up the order from the delivery terminal. I'm looking forward to seeing you both. Thanks again, Sam.
I also love to pretend to be a pufferfish. You and John are going to get along swimmingly. Yeah, fuck the standard orders. All terraforming equipment. Rainbow Valley. Okay. Nessie gonna eat your ass. Bro, Nessie knows her own, okay? What the fuck is that? Nessie knows her own. She wouldn't eat me. Okay. Please, I'm not English. Don't eat me. I fucking come straight out here. I can come along here. Cross. And then honestly, I'll do that. That looks so okay. I can adapt depending on how things go. Oh yeah. Oh. Nessie wouldn't touch me. Okay. It's gonna be a lot to carry. Fabricate equipment. Do I have? Oh. Do I have one on my back? Yeah, floating carrier. Right, okay. Offload. Hold on. Can I place this? There we go. Fucking boom. Perfect. Oh shit. I made a mistake. Offload. Cargo management. I do still have the floating carrier, don't I? Right. That's offload. And then this place into the floating carrier. Done. Like head out.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Can't wait for the summer. I'm going tubing and live swimming. Oh, that sounds great. Bro, I wish it was so beautiful. I don't like swimming as much now because the only opportunity I get is when I'm on holiday and I would much rather catch snakes and lizards. That's fair enough. Next year is going to be me and my fiance's first holiday together and he's been forced to go herping with me. It was supposed to be this year, but we had to move because of family problems. I'm sorry to hear that. Again, hopefully you can find some peace. Good God. It's been a fucking wild year so far, and it's been a fucking wild few years. It's just a sign of getting old. We're just like, I hope fucking nothing happens this year. You know what I mean? Literally nothing happens. I just want a year of nothing. But I feel like we're not gonna get it. But I hope that you can get some peace at least. And I need to go back fucking swimming in the locks now. What am I fucking tripping on? Fucking nothing. Damn it. Actually, that's something that I fucking want to do. I want to go back and visit Japan at some point. But I feel like maybe not a good time to be a foreigner in Japan right now. You ever got a fish hook stuck in your foot from swimming in a lake? That shit sucks. No, I haven't. Although I do, I do remember once, wasn't Loch Ness, it was Loch Lomond. I went fishing there once, like fucking illegal fishing. But it was when I was younger with my dad and one of his friends. And I was very, very young. I was like fucking, I don't know, like maybe like 7 or 8. And my dad was teaching me to fish. He's like, right, okay, little imp, this is how you do it. And he was like showing me how to do it. So he was like, right, and then you just pull it back and then you cast forward. I'm like, okay. So I went through it back, but I didn't hold the line firmly enough. So when I fucking pulled the rod back, okay, right, I'm not gonna be able to go for a cast. I let I let the line go, and the line went flying behind me and ended up getting caught in my fucking dad friend's ass. We spent the next like fucking 2 hours trying to fish a fishing hook out of his fucking ass. Oh, I never did catch it. Oh, fucking good memories though. Funny. Still have a couple of months left until it actually happens. Oh well. That's never happened to me. But have you ever had a fish suck on your toe? It's a wild experience. Oh my god. Got the biggest fish in the lake first cast. I remember another time my dad took me out. Well, he was going out with his friends. They had like fucking I don't think they had rented it, but I think one of my dad's friends owned a fishing boat. So he was going out with some of his friends, and he was like, why don't you fucking come with us? I don't know. After last time, I don't know why I go fishing. No, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. So we went out in a boat. It wasn't too far out. It wasn't too far off the coast. To go for to do some fishing, and said, right now you're gonna stand on this side of the boat, and I'm gonna stand on the other side of the boat. And remember, hold the line this time. Don't let it go. You don't get let go until you throw it forward. So I threw it forward, but I didn't throw it forward far enough. So I ended up with me and one of my dad's friends and our fucking lines tangled underneath the fucking boat. Oh, man, we spent like the next fucking 2-3 hours trying to untangle the lines from under the boat. Oh my god. Have you ever felt the love of a woman who wasn't just using you for something? Still waiting on that one. And say that I have. Oh dear god. But yeah, so not had a lot of good experiences when it comes to fishing. Oh good god. This is a very long way to go about it, but I don't know if it's just unlucky or if this is just natural, but this fucking river is always super flooded. God damn it, am I gonna have to fucking reevaluate? I mean, I'm gonna have to cross here again. This looks a bit thinner. Maybe. I mean, here looks a little bit. I'll fucking follow the river. I'll just like I'll hit the river, the little offshoot, and I'll go north. I swear there are some good women out there. I have absolutely no doubt that there are. Just me and an awful lot of my male friends are not seeing. Oh, this is just. Oh right, this is tiny. I can fucking walk through this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fucking hell yeah. Okay, right. We go here, we should be able to just fucking beeline it. Where it fucking goes on autopilot. You need to go for the weird ones that still have decent mental health. It will never be perfect, but you could look for decent. Jeez, as I said before, my sister in Christ, men these days are going for anything. Men are not picky these days. Women, right, women, I'm pretty sure fucking all the women in this chat are probably like in a relationship. Women, if you're not in a relationship and you're watching this, anyone, Any woman. If you're looking for a male partner, approach any man and proposition them. 90% of them will give you a first date out of pocket for nothing, for free. Take it and go. Not even joke. God knew I would be too powerful, so he made me retarded. That's fair. That's fair. We'll have to have our debuffs. Oh. Wait, what? Yeah, I guess we're going around. I really would prefer not to get into a fight with BTs. There we go. Hold on, was that on the map? Oh no, there is. I'm fucking an idiot. Normally they have like a little red circle around it. Wait, is that an actual warning or is that something that another porter put down? No, okay. Oh, there's like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna stop fucking bitching. I know about it now, so I'm moving. How big is this fucking BT area? I really would rather not get into a fight with BTs right now. Or ever. No, Spiral, you saying that has reminded me. I don't know what it is. I have theories, but I don't know what it is exactly. I seem to have this knack of attracting, like, retards to me. An awful lot of the people that I'm friends with, for some reason, and they're all good people. I mean, you could probably all think of one or two, but I always end up having to wrangle. It just feels like a default for me. I don't know why. All good people. Someone has put up a sign requesting aid nearby.
That is fucked
That's
up,
nice.
Imp. That is our word.
It's our word.
JSUT say that.
Bold of you to assume that I'm not also retarded. I just said that I had to wrangle. And in my opinion, I seem to have a... in my opinion, in my opinion, seem to have weird man are the best kinds. People who are a little bit strange are the good ones until they get too strange, and then that's a problem. That is true. I feel like people that are like comfortable enough to be a little bit weird tend to be better people because they're not hiding something. Like if you find somebody and they're like, wow, this person is perfect, they're hiding something. You know what I mean? You need to let it hang out just a little bit, metaphorically speaking. It's like one of those things where, like, you know, if you meet a person and they're trying too hard to convince you that they're a good person, like, they're fucking hiding something, aren't they? Somebody that is, like, trying to convince you a little too hard, trying a little too hard to seem like a good person, they're trying to seem virtuous, like, nah, you're fucking hiding something. Whereas if you meet someone and they're just, like, a little bit weird, there's a little bit off, there's a little bit odd, then you're like, okay, right, that's like a genuine human being right there, and they're not afraid to hide the fact that they're a little bit weird. That's a serial killer. That's what I'm saying. That's like psychopath. That's somebody that like stands in the mirror and like, I need to practice talking to human beings so they don't know that I'm not one of them. You know what I mean? That's like that kind of shit. Don't trust those ones. Do you say that if you think someone's perfect, they're clearly hiding something? But I know for a fact my fiance isn't hiding anything, and I still think he's perfect. Wait, why did I fucking pick that up? Why do I keep picking it up? Put that shit. Where is it? Terraforming equipment. Put that shit on the carrier. Hold on to carrier. Put that shit onto the carrier. Why did I take it off? But yeah, like, I feel like you saying that he's perfect, a big part of that is because you've grown to love his little eccentricities, his little weird things. Like, they're no longer weird to you, they're just like, they're part of what makes him him, so they no longer become weird. Also like a exactly like a politician. Exactly. I'm not reading all that. Don't mind him, cheese. That's just Spiral. He's just a little bit weird. Probably like weird here. Okay. I have to be close, right? Oh, I'm a Midgie's Ball here. Okay, fantastic. Right, we'll go. Oh, you can fucking see that. I talk a lot, you have to listen to me talk. Well, technically read. I like listening to people talk. I grew up as a very, very quiet child. Very, like, a very anxious, quiet child. So I grew up listening to people. And you learn an awful lot about somebody by just letting them talk. People like to talk. You learn an awful lot about people and about who they really are just by letting them talk. I like letting people talk. As I say, you learn an awful lot about them. Right, I need to... There we go, container repair spray. Point forward. There we go. That's what you're after right there. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. There we go. Put that way, it's empty now anyway. What's about Midgie? A Midgie's Ball here. A Midgie is like it's like a small little biting insect. And it's incredibly small. They're like tiny. So a Midgie's ball hair. A Midgie's pubic hair. Tiny little hair. Here we go. Bam. See, I was the quiet loud person, wouldn't willingly talk to anyone, but as soon as I got the slightest bit comfortable with somebody, I'm the loudest person in the room. It took an awful lot of doing for me to become a loud person. I do an awful lot of talking when I'm on stream, and I like to tangent, but I really had to work up to that.
Thank you. I'm glad you could make it. It's an honor to welcome you here.
You reckon he's got a big iron on the sip in there? Think he's wearing a bolo tie?
I almost can't believe how good this looks. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
We'll be hoping to see more of you in the future.
His name is fucking Glenn Rain? Really? Okay. The whole time when I was in school, I was the quiet kid, and then I made friends in my class, and then all of the teachers said I was really annoying because I talked too much. Teachers fucking loved me because I never said a fucking thing.
The next step involves a Cupid, yeah? Okay then, let's do this.
There we go. What do I think about it? Is Dollman unaffected by Timefall? Because he's just strapped to my hip. Does he not get shitted by the rain? Just getting a year worth of talking in the last month. Okay, cut me some slack. Well, talk then. By all means, talk. Again, like, a massive part of streaming is just letting chat talk. I like it when chat talks. Makes my job easier. It means I have to talk less. But it's nice learning about people from all different walks of life. It's been a real fucking treat today. Because I feel like we got an awful lot of fucking chatting in early. Learned an awful lot about people. Tar cannon? Extinguish fires by dousing them in a jet of decontaminated tar. Can also knock humans unconscious and suppress smaller enemies. Or they can fix it to the ground and replenish its tar supply, but be warned that the tar it expels has a restorative effect on catchers. You can't use it on BT's effect. That's interesting. Get more memory. I could never be a streamer because if I had not want to talk, I would be so awkward, and I would be all awkward anyways because I don't know the people that I'm talking to. Being a streamer is a talent I don't have. I feel very often at times. Jesus, okay, he's got a feather in his cap. Call him fucking macaroni. I feel like being a streamer for an awful lot of people is a bit like a journal. You just fucking shoot from the hip. Whatever's in your mind at the time, you just let roll off the top of your head. You don't have to worry about it. Tar cannons? Tell me about them.
Cannons are invaluable pieces of equipment that we use to combat forest fires. Now, while fires are a common occurrence in this region, water is a precious resource. So these cannons were developed as extinguishers that utilize the tar contained within the earth itself. They leverage the tar's viscosity, making them one of the most effective methods of combating fire we have. When deployed on the ground, they can both extract and discharge tar simultaneously. You can pick up the cannon and use it on the go as well, but you'll be unable to refill its tar reservoir while doing so. If you find yourself caught in a wildfire, you'll need to figure out...
Is tar not flammable? I suppose it depends on the type of tar. Oh my god, is tar not flammable? Again, maybe it's a different type of tar. Down below.
You probably passed the town I mentioned on your way up here. At a glance, it might have looked like nothing more than a cluster of massive boulders. But those were once buildings. Places where people used to live. As the desert kept creeping closer, the town was abandoned overnight. They'd been forced to evacuate. The few who were left behind became BTs.
Oh.
Still, at least the exodus went to plan. There are no void outs at any rate.
Oh well, thank God for small mercies. See, doing that is great if you want us to stay small forever, but as soon as you start getting quite big, or quite a bit of popularity, people are going to look at the old stuff where you didn't have a filler because you had a close group of viewers and just tear you down and cancel you. They can fucking cancel me if they want. I don't fucking give a fuck. I've said this multiple times, and that I am quite enjoying being irrelevant. It's fantastic because I can say whatever the fuck I want. Because I have like a fair few friends which are a little bit bigger than me, and they're like, I need to be fucking careful what I say, and I'm like, bro, if I can say shit that's 10 times worse than a daily on my stream, like, oh, but what if they cancel you? And Adam will fucking back me up on this. Canceling only works if you let it. You know, like fucking canceling only works if you allow them. If you allow them to. If you let people have power over you, basically. Like, don't try to apologize. Don't try to, like, act like it's a bad thing. Just be like, oh, well, Imp, you said this 2.5 years ago. Yeah, I said it. Are you not certain? Nah, it was a joke. Oh, it's offensive. Well, I can't help that. You just fucking just leave it at that. Like, if you start trying to justify it, if you start backpedaling, if you start showing weakness, then yeah, you're gonna be fucked. Because they're just gonna fucking come for you. The second people try to cancel you for like shit that you've said or like jokes that you've made, just fucking, yeah, I said that, I'm not sorry. It's a joke. Don't fucking... It's a joke, not a dick. You don't have to take it so hard, right? Just... Don't try and backpedal and don't apologize for it. If you dream of being a big streamer from the beginning, you have to be very careful because people will try and tear you down and ruin you all over nothing. People are going to do that regardless. People do that in your fucking day-to-day life. They won't like the way that you look. They won't like the way that you fucking part your hair. They won't like the way that you smile, the way that you dress, the sound of your fucking voice. And they're just like, I'm going to fucking try and tear that person down. You're going to meet people like that everywhere. And you can't start fucking living your life based around them. Yeah, and to me, you'll just make me stronger. Honestly, yeah. I know that there's a few people like, oh, I fucking hope that they can. Adam is one of them. Adam's like, I fucking hope that they cancel me. It's gonna be so fun fucking with these people. But like, I know, especially in this day and age, cancellation, it fucking gets you clout. It really does. It gets a lot of eyes on you, and there's an awful lot of people out there that actively walk the line to encourage people to cancel them just so that they can get attention on them. Where are my doggies? Do I have to do the Deku voice to get one? Adam, you just have to start slipping into women's DMs on Twitter saying that you have low XP and wait for one of them to bite. Good fucking god. Oh. Oh lord. Well, Cookie was fucking trying in the last stream. He was doing that Deku voice. And they slip into mine. And you're not taking the opportunity, Adam. You're mentally ill enough to make this work. This is on you, right? This is, if you don't have a donkey by now, this is on you. They scare me. You know what? Fair. Women are scary. Women are very scary. I can't even say anything. Yeah, they are pretty scary.
This region was once filled with lush.
Even me too. Like, yeah, no, women are fucking scary.
Till all that beautiful life fell prey
Oh,
to.
I don't know. I'm scary. We'll fucking see after Rivals. We'll see after Rivals. Be scared. Cheese, we are scared. Hen, we are fucking scared. With a man, you know where you're standing. If a man hates you, he'll call you a dickhead and not fucking speak to you. With a woman, she can act like your best friend for fucking 6 years and then backstab you. Who knows where you stand with them? They're fucking scary. Okay? They're fucking scary. Mitsu was so shy sending me my birthday art. Mitsu, you do absolutely fantastic art. It's very cute. I'm fucking envious of that type of art, because I fucking don't know how to put that much soul into it. Everything that I fucking draw feels so soulless.
Thanks for everything, Sam. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure that these lands.
Emotionally, women are scarier. Physically, men are horrifying.
However long it takes. In particular, that comrade of yours has performed absolute miracles for us. If you're looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side.
I feel like
directly opposite this shelter. Come back and visit.
Most modern men don't even have the fucking capacity to be like physically horrifying, which I think is like a big part of the reason why modern women comparatively are so scary, if that makes sense, because the physical aspect of men is like not a factor anymore. You know what I mean? Like the physical aspect is like the one thing that men had going for them, and like in modern civilized society, that physical aspect has been totally removed. So there's only the emotional aspect, which is why women are so frightening. Women still have their claws, men don't have anything. Even the sheer number of fucking women that I've spoken to that are like, I don't fucking hang around with women, they're fucking scary. I don't know where I stand with fucking women. But men, they'll fucking like laugh and joke with you and have a good time. And sure, some of them are creepy, but at the very least, most of them are pretty upfront about it. And you can fucking manage that. With women, I've heard stories about women being best friends with like other women for years. And then they go and like fuck their boyfriends because apparently they had like a grudge. Or they're like spreading rumors behind their back and shit like that. Or trying to break up their relationships. It's like fucking insane, like shit that like men like shit that men wouldn't even conceptualize, like the thought wouldn't even enter into their heads, and that's fucking frightening, like really frightening. Right, let me look. Okay, right, that is getting recycled. What else is shitted? Like, those are pretty good. I'll fucking keep them for now. The grenade pistol, nah. These are all pretty good. I could fucking... I'll recycle that one blood bag. Oh, man, I'm fucking getting old. I'm getting tired already. It's not even fucking midnight yet. I'll recycle that because I don't have anything to take back. So one blood bag... Okay, right. Then I'll fabricate. Just is literally just one blood bag. Can I make, right? If I can make another grenade pistol, I'm gonna make another grenade pistol. Right, no, how do I... Oh, no, wait. recycling store. So where's my old one? There we go. That one we recycle. Yeah, then because there's no other orders here. I open this up. I go to cargo management. I auto arrange, which should put it. Yep. Yeah. There we go. Nice. Oh wait. I don't have any shoes on. I should probably make new shoes. I'm trying to get over being so shy. It really like, and as somebody that used to be fucking cripplingly shy, it's difficult to get over. So I do feel you. Quite a while ago, I had a realization. Hold on. A realization of how useless I was in physical fight with a man because I decided to play fight with my fiance. There's nothing that I could do. It was so scary. And I've heard an awful lot of stories like that before, where like there was one particular story that I think it was floating around Reddit or something about a woman that considered breaking up with her fiance because of exactly that. She had always made fun of him for being like a weakling and how she could overpower him so easily and blah blah blah. So she was bullying him and like fucking play fighting with him and shit, just like normal like fucking couple stuff, just fucking with him. And she was like, "Oh, you're so weak," and he's like, "You really want me to try?" It's like, "Oh, you're not really." It's like, "Nah, like, do you really want me to try? I've been going easy." Like, "No, you haven't been going easy on me." It's like, "Well, I can try if you really want." She's like, "Fine, try," and fucking easily overcame her. Just like easily overpowered her. It's like, this whole time I've been holding back for like the purposes of not hurting you, but this is like real. It changed her entire fucking perspective of the physical dichotomy between men and women, and it made her frightened of her fiance after that one altercation. If he decided he didn't like me anymore, I would be done for. I'm just glad I'm on his good side. Apparently an awful lot of women like that interaction. But yeah, you are doing great, Mitsu. You are. You know what? We'll play Marvel Rivals, and I'm sure that you'll be great. Again, getting over being shy is difficult, but I think it's honestly much better than being someone that's a little bit like too outgoing, because you have a tendency to like. It can be difficult if you're too over gregarious and over extroverted, because it can make it difficult to like actually connect with people, because you can seem quite overbearing, which can be quite off-putting for an awful lot of people. Because I know that definitely I've had, oh shit, I need to make another fucking repair spray. I've been in situations with people, and I've had interactions with people where, again, they're not bad people, but their personality is so like loud and bombastic and over the top that it can make it very, very difficult to have like a conversation or an interaction with them, because their personality is just so loud and so in your face. It's very difficult to get a word in edgewise or to find space in their life other than them, if that makes sense. So everything's very much about them. So it's always good to start off shy and then build from there, than start off too overly extroverted and try and work your way back. See, he still wasn't trying, and I could tell he was just like casually holding on to me, and then I realized how scared I was. I was like, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. That's exactly what happened in that fucking Reddit that I was fucking reading. She was like, I didn't fucking realize. He was just messing with me the whole time. I can't wait to hear Mitsu go full summon at some point in Rivals. It's gonna be fucking so good, man. If we can get Mitsu and fucking Toro and have Cookie Ragebane the both. That would actually be good if we could get like Ys and Mitsu in. Or we could maybe get Arson. That would be fucking good if we could get like a fucking Girls' Night Rivals game. I want to know what the fucking like the vibe of that would be compared to like our normal games. Because I know that apparently when Mitsu and Arson get in a call together, they just turn into a couple of goblins. I wanna experience that firsthand. I wanna see goblin meats and goblin arson together. I wanna see that. I wanna be in the room. Oh. Bro, I know for a fact that men are stronger than me, so I will not challenge that in the slightest play wrestle, absolutely, but I won't win. Again, I feel like there's an awful lot of women out there that I've kind of yas queened a bit too close to the sun and don't quite fully appreciate that biological, like, there are differences biologically, and they're not just there for fun. They're not just there for the sake of being there. There are differences. And like even like a weak man, like compared to other man, is still going to be stronger than a strong woman. And that's just, can I cross here? Yeah, I can cross here and then be on the right side of the river. And that's just something that we need to like come to terms with. It's not good or bad. It's just a fact of life. You'll probably come over. Rage baited enough. Oh, it's gonna be good. I'm like trying to organize stuff in the rivals group, but I understand, like, generally speaking, if a group chat, because we got obviously the rivals group chat, but like I understand that if a group chat gets over like maybe 3 or 4 people just start checking out of it. And it becomes very difficult because I'm trying to organize stuff and I'm like, what does everybody think? And nobody says anything. So I'm trying to like organize shit for like playing rivals in a group chat that's like, well, what is it, like 7 or 8 people? And only like 2 people are responding. So I've set us up for, I think, if people have read it, because I don't know if they have read it, for Wednesday and Saturday. No, Thursday. I've already forgotten. I'll need to go back and check. So I don't know if people are wanting to play twice, because I think we've got like confirmed 5 people for each day. So we've got like 1 spare slot that people can drop in or drop out as and when needed. Because we've got a fairly large pool in there. Don't know. Arson, do you play rivals? Would you be interested? If you're still here, we could get you and Mitsu playing. Because right now, so far, I believe we've confirmed 5 people for both days. So we do have a space free. You missed our Pico Park stream. That was a time. I believe I missed it. I'll never fucking live it down. Can I just follow the road? I can just follow the road, so I'm just gonna follow the road. I'm gonna be lazy. I always knew that he was much stronger than me, but that really put into perspective because I was trying my hardest and he was laughing holding me with one arm. I didn't realize how scared I was at that time. I feel like women like to be a little bit scared of their man. I feel like it makes them feel just like a little bit safe knowing that like he could but he won't because he's my man. You know what I mean? Again, this is coming from a man's perspective. So feel free to tell me that I'm wrong, but I feel like there's something a little bit attractive about being like, he could if he could. If he wanted to, he could. He won't though, but he could. But he wouldn't do that because he's my man, but he could. Yeah, we got a read on cheese. Oh. So ironically, we were going to play rivals before deciding on Pico Park. Oh, it was meant to be then. It was meant to be. I was losing it. I fucking re-watched that Ready or Not stream. I fucking said it already, and towards the end of it, I was, not only was I gone, like, because I'd been fucking drinking, I was gone because I was so fucking tilted. Fucking watching Adam towards the end where he's like, fucking imps, like right there. He's about to crash out and then just going fucking ape and just start executing fucking hostages and stuff. Yeah, they were like fucking record, like in the VOD, there were times where you were just fucking giggling like a schoolgirl after fucking like executing like Gator, Cookie, and Monk or something. Oh my god. The best thing is when a strong man who acts so big and tough, and is big and tough, is soft with you and acts like a big puppy. Sometimes, yeah. I think men need to be able to do that, but it's like you need to find a person that you're like comfortable with and that you trust enough, you know? So like, if you find a guy that is willing to be like soft with you, that is willing to be like a big puppy, that is willing to be like to let his guard down, if he's doing that with you, that is like an immense display of trust. Because I feel like an awful lot of men have been burned by that when they've like let their guard down around people, not just women but just people in general, and have been burned so fucking hard by it, like really fucking hard by it. So there's like an extra layer, I feel like, of I'm not fucking letting you in because I've been burned by this shit before. This is why I think I'm the luckiest, because he doesn't like to admit he does it, but he definitely does. Again, like, that's an immense show of like fucking trust. That is a very, very good sign for the both of you. The fact that he is willing to be like that with you is a huge display of trust, and it means an awful lot. Fuck, no way I did that. I remember fucking seeing a little pop-up saying that the DSG Magellan would fucking come for me. Fuck. But walk all the way back. Fuck. I wasn't paying attention. It was too busy fucking gassing. Oh. But yeah, she's fucking hold on to him. He seems to be like a fucking top lad. You seem to have quite literally struck gold with your man, so fucking cherish him and hold on tight to him. It's gonna fucking annoy me now until I look at it. I'm like thinking like, Thursday or was it Friday? Hold on. Thursday. That was it. Thursday. Okay. Got one Thursday, one Saturday. And I fucking put the date and the time. Nobody's actually said it. What? Oh. I'm just gonna go ahead like it's happening. We've got enough people, and even if only like fucking 2 or 3 people show up, Adam, if it's just like fucking you and me and Spool or whatever, then we'll just go with it. If it's just you, me, and Gayer, then we'll just fucking play Marvel Rivals in the fucking trench. Oh my god. Oh, I am. He's the best I could ask for. I could not wish for more. Good. Good. Hold him close and treat him right. By God, treat him right. He sounds like a good one. And they seem to be rare as hen's teeth these days. Man, my like mouth track. Hold on, my fucking mouth tracking has gone weird for some reason. I fucking when I updated my when I updated my fucking OS, I got the opportunity to try a new updated type of tracking, which I didn't have before. But it seems to be fucking up. I might have to like update it and fine tune it and tweak it. I'm pretty sure I'm treating him well enough. He says he doesn't deserve me, and I think that's a good sign that I'm doing something right. Yes, 100%. You're doing well. It used to be that if you were on the roads, you were considered on the power. Yeah, see, it says energy zone. Oh, is it only in the middle? Oh, right. It's only directly in the middle. Okay. Because it used to be that if you were on like the fucking energy zone, then you wouldn't use up battery power. Recently bought him his custom dream bag just for existing, whether it wasn't his birthday or anything. I just fancied buying him something. You're a fucking top class cheese. Fantastic. And you shouldn't need a fucking excuse to treat the ones that you care about well. You want to give him a gift? Give him a gift. I try my best to. Good. Good. I hope he treats you well as well. From the sounds of it, he absolutely does. It's fucking nice. Like, in this day and age when there's so much fun. Because I do try to be fucking optimistic and upbeat. I don't think being a fucking doomer does anyone any benefit. Does anyone any good. So I do try to be optimistic. But it's nice to hear your stories about how you're madly deeply with your man and how you both love and respect each other. It warms the heart to know that there's still like fucking people out there like that, you know? Am I going too wide? Oh yeah, I'm going fucking... Oh, I thought I was fucking holding that one. I'm going way too wide. I'm avoiding BTs. That's the copium I'm huffing. I need a black pill emo. Adam, you will find the one. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. There will be little Adams. I mean, well, yeah. Potentially already found the one. He certainly seems to hope so. You never know, man. You never know. You will find happiness. You're all deserving of happiness, and it will come to you. You just need to make sure that you're doing everything that you should be doing and treating them right and being the best person, the best version of you that you can be. No black pills. There we go. See? Me too's got it.
Just like that, Sam.
He definitely does treat me well. Makes stupid mistakes sometimes, like forgetting to tell me that he has a giant cut in his leg, and that pisses me off, but other than being forgetful, he's great. He didn't forget. I fucking do that a lot, and I think men do that an awful lot. Again, it's like fucking ingrained into us. If I have a problem, it's my fucking problem, and I'll deal with it. The sheer number of times when I'll be sick, or I'll have like an accident, or I'll injure myself or something, and I'll just fucking sit on it. And then my friends or family members will be like, and why the fuck didn't you tell us? Like, well, it's not your problem, is it? It's my problem. I'll fucking deal with it. Why am I fucking bothering you with my problem? It's my problem. It's my issue. I'll deal with it. Real. See? Fucking Adam gets it. It's like, it's not your problem. I got cut my leg. I will deal with it. It's my problem. You don't need to worry about it. For him, he genuinely does forget every night we have to go through, and he has to think of all the injuries he's gotten. Oh, well, I know that for me and Adam, at least, it's just like, nah, you don't need to worry about that. It's my problem. I'll deal with it. I'll fix it. You know when you lose your phone and you put all your pockets down, and he does that throughout his whole body, you can't remember if he's hurt anything. That's genuinely something that they teach you to do in first aid. Like if you've gone through, like, say for example, a car crash or something, and you get out of the car and you walk away, don't just assume that like you're fine because you walked away. Pat down your whole body. You might have suffered an injury and you're just in shock and you don't realize that you're injured. You could have a fucking broken arm or like a fucking shattered rib or something, and the fucking stress hormones are like keeping you standing, and like 2 minutes from then you're going to collapse and pass out. It's part of our nightly routine. I'm sure you don't mind patting him down to make sure that he's fine and that he's not got any injuries. In that moment, your adrenaline is going and you don't feel shit for a good bit. Yeah, which is why in first aid they'll be like, fucking pat yourself down top to bottom to make sure that you're okay. You might not even know about it until like 2-3 minutes after it's happened, when the adrenaline wears off. Oh, it's the fucking Vatican's new little anime what you call it? The Vatican's new little anime mascot, right?
When I was in a car accident, it took me being told by the medic that I was bleeding to even notice.
When I was in a car accident, it took me being told by a medic that I was bleeding to even notice. That's what I'm saying. It's 100% that. You get into an accident, the fucking adrenaline's pumping, your cortisol levels spiking, you're like, I'm perfectly fine. I don't got any issues. And then you look down and you realize, oh, there's a big fucking bit of metal sticking out my arm. What's her deal then? He's fucking dancing in the rain like it's nothing. Wait, what? You can fast. You can turn back time? Well, I'm gonna have to go. Time for me to go sleep now. I hope you have a good rest of your stream. Good night, everyone. Good night, Cheese. Always a pleasure seeing you. Always good chatting with you.
Go on, Sam. Follow her into that facility.
What a fucking odd wood. Yeah, that's actually tiled. Interesting. An odd one. Always good having cheese about. Oh, I can't move. That was odd. Oh, it's like tank controls. There we go. A greenhouse. Oh. Here. It's a bird. You like birds?
Thanks for coming, Sam. I'm sorry about just now. I didn't know who you were at first.
You're the picture of health, Rainey.
You too, little man.
Her name is Rainey.
You had some kind of a trick for dealing with time fall.
Come on.
Rainey, it's been too long.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. But fucking Rainey?
What are we waiting for, Sam?
Really?
Let's head to the DHV Magellan.
God fucking damn. God damn it, Kojimbo.
Fragile. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet the old-fashioned way. Carograms are great, but nothing beats a hug. Well, I'm sure you already know. This is Rainey. She's a good friend of the cause.
It really is a pleasure to
This is Rainey.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you too.
Glad to see you in good health.
And it's so good to see you all again.
Hold on, let me fucking try this. Her name's Rainy. Because of course, they couldn't call her fucking Josephine or Stephanie or fucking Susan or some shit. Had to be Rainy. Why? Oh, well, she's really good with Rain, you see.
You may now undertake your next assignment. You can find the relevant main order by accessing the delivery terminal in Rainbow Valley.
Oh. Oh, good fucking lord. Oh, wait, I never fucking read the books. Maybe I should read the books. I'm gonna have my chiral tweeze first. Important. They're complimentary. Oh. Lore?
That's Tarman's son. He must have placed a photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
Give him the Tarman. Okay. Oh. Oh. Man, my eyes are fucking closing. I'm fighting sleep and sleep's got hands.
Is this your son? Thank you. Yes,
That's a nice fucking jacket.
he's still out there somewhere, borne along on the currents, with this right hand of mine. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain.
Fuck off. No fucking way he referenced Phantom Pain. No fucking way.
I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. In those days,
For fuck's sake.
parents were a key focus of mine.
I'm trying my best. I really am.
This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named it. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depths. Another avenue of research, you might say.
Whaling.
We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit. Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries.
It's literally Metal Gear Wreck.
Hell, maybe even the stranding.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Please let me have Metal Gear. Please, I wanted to finish my story.
Wait, are they not fucking like remaking the last Metal Gear and like actually finishing it? Are they not remaking the Phantom Pain and finishing it? Or is that like a fucking something that I just made up? I could swear blind. I think that they were working with Kojima to finish it properly. But again, I could have just made that shit up.
Hey, Pop. This is weird.
Yeah, it's in the works. They're planning on remaking them all after Delta was such as a success. Who would have thought that if you remade an actually fucking old game that was peak, that people would buy it? Like, I like that they're remaking like shit like Resident Evil and Metal Gear. I fucking do, because they're fucking good games and it's nice to see them with like a fresh coat of paint on them. However, it's also more than slightly concerning that Jesus fucking Christ. It's more than slightly concerning that modern game development is so thoroughly and utterly tapped of all originality. New IPs aren't being made, they're just rehashing the old. It's the same with cinema and with fucking TV. You know what I mean? Why make new films when we can remake old films? Why make new TV series when we can just use established IP and fucking milk it for all it's worth? Yeah, for real, it's up. Like again, I'm gonna be honest, I think when the main reason that's like a game like Ark Raiders, say for example, is so popular is not because of the extraction shooter aspect, it's literally everything else. I think that if they stuck to Ark Raiders being a single player game, I think that they would have done fantastically well, because it's something original, it's something new, and I think people are looking for something new. They're not looking for extraction shooter number 723845679. Like, nobody cares. Give us something new. Give us something different.
And just like that, the tar took my boy and my hand along with him.
Oh, so he's fucking Captain Ahab, is that it? From Moby Dick, he's Captain Ahab. Just him taking revenge on the sea for taking his boy, is that it?
At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral mammal, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes. That said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely served as a gateway to the other side.
Indeed.
Ugh.
The tar and the beach are connected.
I will say the fucking texturing on that cat's fur are pretty cool. The fact that it actually looks like fur covered in tar. Can I see the other book?
Moby Dick, or The Whale, seems to be one of Tarman's favorite novels. As the name suggests, it's a story about a white sperm whale named Moby Dick. Captain Ahab, one of the main characters, uses a prosthetic leg made of whalebone to replace the one Moby Dick took long ago. He's obsessed with getting revenge against the whale, which he hates with a terrible passion.
Thank you.
All while nursing the phantom pain of his lost leg.
Thank you.
In the end, Ahab fails to exact vengeance on his foe and is dragged into the sea. His crew's only survivor is Ishmael, the book's narrator.
Thank you.
He was rescued after clinging desperately to a coffin-shaped life buoy. That's right, a coffin was his savior. Ironic, isn't it? How you use a thing makes all the difference.
Thank you, doll man. And there's still Frankenstein there, a little nod to Guillermo del Toro's book, not book, Mary Shelley's book, film of the same name, I believe.
I I've known Tarman for quite a while now, but that was the first time I've heard him speak about his son in that fashion. It made me wish that I could do something, anything to ease his burden.
You can't.
Setting aside those feelings, suppose that cat of his is in fact his son reborn. Why does it treat me as though I'm a threat? Does it just hate me? Reincarnation or not, perhaps it's still a cat at heart. I was glad to see Rainey in such high spirits. She's grown so bright and energetic, almost unrecognizable from our first meeting. A pity that her child shows no similar signs of development. Rainey used to be much more quiet and withdrawn. She seemed averse to spending time with people. Dolls, too. It was singing and dancing that got her to open up. I'm something of a performer myself, though I've never showed anyone.
I'd like to see Dollman dance.
Greenhouses are the product of our
That'd be funny.
hard work. And thanks to you and me, those invaluable structures will endure for a good while yet.
Fantastic. Right. I'm gonna be honest. I think I think we'll call it here because my fucking eyes are closing. Oh. I think I'm gonna call it here. So we'll see who's on. We'll see who we can raid into. Oh. I'm fucking really tired recently. See who's on. Unless anyone has any suggestions to fall asleep on stream. I will try not to. Oh, who's on? Oh, that's right, Gator's on. Wait, is he still on? Normally he's logged off by now. We could raid into Gator. You know what? It's a fucking rare day that we get to raid into Gator. So we'll raid into Gator. And you can watch him fumble. And he plays Halo 3. This is fucking late for Gator. Usually he's fucking had his stream and fucking been done before now. But we'll raid in. He's only just started, he's 10 minutes in, so it's still his fucking starting soon screen. So you won't have missed anything, so it's perfect. Right. Anyway. I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna try and play more Death Stranding because I really do want to actually get this finished and then potentially move on to Pragmata afterwards. It looks like a lot of fun. I think an awful lot of people have been calling it Dad Space, and if it is, I'm fucking there because I love Dead Space. And Diana, the little girl who looks adorable. She looks very, very, very cute. Pragmata looks so fun. It really does. It looks very fun. Right. Anyway, raiding into Gator. Fucking what day is it today? I think today's Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Well, Wednesday now. Thursday and Saturday gonna be rivals. Don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but we'll see. Dad Simulator 2077. You have to fight off monsters. Fucking closer than you might think. Anyway. Raiding into Gear. Goodbye. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Goodbye. Bye.